Yeah, welcome in. Welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast Live, Sunday morning edition. What's good? What's good? How y'all doing? G, what's going on, my man?
What's going on, Bruce?
Maintaining. You know how I do. I think we got a pretty good show for him today, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah. Edward, what's going on, my brother? How are you? Top of the morning. We're going to talk about your boy. Don't worry about it. We are definitely going to speak about one Nikola Jokic. I got some stuff to say you will not like, but we'll get there. So everybody who's in the chat, man, I appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the subscribe, and hit that share button. Hit the share, man. Share is big. We really appreciate that. Get more people in here. But before we get started, you know what time it is. If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept aware anytime we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast, and we should come right up. If you enjoy the content as you listen, make sure you give us a like, a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us, and write it down, put it in your phones, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the podcast and you want to help the show continue to grow, make sure you go ahead, click that join button, join the channel. We're going to have some exclusive content just for you. Yes. So we're going to do that. I think you're going to like the next exclusive content we have coming. I know I've been saying that. Yes. My bad. I know I've been saying that, but trust me, it'll be good. All right. Next up, Edward. Yes, I will keep the same energy. Absolutely. We will do that. All right. Sid Bubba. Good morning, brother. What's good? Glad to see you here, man. Glad to see you. That's one of our channel members. My main man, Sid Bubba. Shout out to you. Thank you for your service. All right, let's rock and roll, man. No quick hits today because we want to get right.
I think I got one, bro. I don't know. So I don't know if you guys got a chance to look at PBC or you subscribe to PBC on the boxing channel.
I don't actually.
YouTube. Yeah, it's pretty good. They got a pretty good pre-fight build up type video with Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. It's not bad, man. It's not bad. I think it's probably like it's a 2-part series, so I think in all it's like 30-40 minutes. A real good watch. But they talk about like why Lamont Roach was the Gervonta Davis' next opponent, and which is March 1st, right, next week. So we've been blessed to have multiple weeks with some really good fights, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So one of the things that stood out was Calvin, Gervonta Davis' coach. He mentioned people was asking him why was Lamont Roach's next opponent. And he was like, it's as simple as he signed the paperwork. He's like, everybody else was kind of like, nah, they got something else going on. They busy, ducking that smoke. And Lamont, he's like, nah, let me get that.
Let's get it. Yeah.
These guys apparently been boxing their entire careers together, right? And so they both know each other. I think it's going to be a good fight, man. Better than what people believe it's going to be, I think.
Okay, I like that. And as you brought up Tank, man, I got to say, like, and I'm sure I told you this before, like, when I first started watching Tank, I'm like, this guy, obviously he's an elite puncher. And then like you started showing me stuff like in his training and how technical they are and what they break down and what the opposition is going to do, how they're going to react to it. And basically like for each individual fight, not saying they don't make great in-fight adjustments because they do, but how each individual fight, how they are prepared for every eventuality from a technical standpoint, and how now they've got Tank like so like motor, not even motor, so like fine-tuned that it's like, okay, me and G fighting, and it's like, oh, here come that left hook, here come that jab to the body, left hook combo. Okay, I'm ready for this. Boom, boom. I know exactly what to do. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen, and not that I'm some boxing aficionado, but the training to the point that someone is prepared for every single thing the opposition does and has an immediate counter ready for it. Now, when you combine, and also his footwork, right? So you combine all of that with his elite power, and you've got a nightmare to step in the ring with. So you got the technical ability, the mastery of the science of boxing up here. Then you combine it with elite footwork. And then you combine it with power, man, that is scary. And that's why Tank is what he is, a top 5 pound for pound fighter, an undefeated world champion with a nasty KO rate. So, man, if you love boxing, man, that is, you gotta freaking Tank is that dude. You got to. And that's not to say there's not other great fighters, but man, Tank is serious.
Absolutely, man. I think that 130, 135 is probably one of the best boxing weight classes out there. That 130, 135. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the welterweight and the 150, 156. 150, I mean. But yeah, man, like next big fight, I think for Shakur will probably be Keyshawn.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that when we open up.
Yeah,
absolutely, man. Oh, yeah, man. And good morning, Laker Nation. How you doing, brother? And yeah, man, we talk boxing here. I don't know, we don't talk in as obviously as much as basketball or football because it's not happening every other night or every week. But we definitely talk boxing here, bro. We do that. But yeah, let's go ahead. Speaking of boxing, and let's get to that first topic. So had a good night of boxing last night. Some quality matches, really good card. And let's start out here, G. We were talking about how Turki Al-Sheikh, he's like I think the Minister of Sports and Entertainment for Saudi Arabia. He's really, really invested in boxing and trying to get boxing back to a place of high-level standing globally. I mean, obviously, boxing's always been popular. At one point, it was the most popular sport in the United States. And but we've seen at least in America in recent years, UFC has taken over, right? Because you have fewer governing bodies and you have more forcing guys to fight who they should fight when they should fight them, right? If you're in UFC, there's really no ducking a fight unless you retire. Dana White's going to tell you, fight this fighter, I'm going to strip your belt, So I think that's why a lot of people love the UFC. But me, I prefer boxing, right? Because I don't like when UFC hits on the ground and there's all that rolling and all that. I'm not with that. But I love to see boxing, especially for the big fights, because even though boxing is not what it once was, we know that when there are big fights, people are going to watch. So shouts to Turki Al-Sheikh for that. You see the hashtag Riyadh season and all the social media about it. You see it in the middle of the ring. You see it on these guys' shorts. And I think it's really cool because what he's trying to do is to steal a line from some other people. He's trying to make boxing great again, right? And so,
I think so. I mean, I haven't really seen a change. I haven't really seen a change as far as like blockbuster fights. I've seen some good dudes fight each other, but I haven't seen like what I believe is blockbuster fights. And some of that could just be, it don't matter who's in front of them. They're going to duck that smoke. They're going to back out the last second.
Right.
Like, I don't know, man. It just seems same. It's just he got his hand in things.
To me, I think you're seeing more big fights more often. And I don't know if that's, he's willing to offer the money. He's really pushing to make things happen. Like what he's trying to do, and I doubt it'll happen. I was actually talking to, this is a couple months ago, I did a show and I was talking to former super welterweight boxer, professional boxer. What's my man's? Marco. From Marco Boxing on YouTube, and he was saying, because we were discussing like Turki Al-Sheikh, his end goal is that he wants to create, like he wants to buy out all the other promotional companies and get all the fighters under one umbrella. So now it's kind of like the UFC, like there's could be no more ducking because we can't say, oh, it's a promotional issue, we can't make the fight. Everybody's here, everybody's gonna fight, and they have the money to do it. But he says, Marco says, nah, he can't see that happening. It's just too much. And realistically, like, are these other promotional companies, are they going to give up on all that money and just sell out for it? It would take gargantuan amounts of money, probably, not even that they want to spend. But so anyway, we had a really good card last night, man. And we're not going to go through all of them, but we'll start with Shakur Stevenson and Josh Padley. And this to me was interesting because Josh Padley, he's from England, and he was, I think he took the fight on 4 days notice. I think, G, you were saying he's an electrician, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, but you can see, like, clearly he's a guy who stays in shape. He's always in the gym. And so he really believed that he was going to, go in there and play Rocky, right? And he was going to win this fight. And realistically, like, if you watch this, he competed. Now, I don't think anyone was ever under the impression that he was going to beat Shakur Stevenson, but he competed. He didn't lay down. And it was funny. Shakur Stevenson ends up winning by a 9th round TKO, and the kid kept getting up, but his corner threw in the towel. Padley's corner threw in the towel. Shakur, actually, this was interesting to me. I thought he used a more concerted body attack than I had ever seen before. Now, I don't know if that's more a function of he was prepared for Schofield and not this guy that he had on 4 days notice, but he went to the body continually, which I guess is something that you can do against any fighter, is continually go to the body, and it doesn't take a whole lot of preparation and film study. So I don't know if that's the case. Man, what did you think of this?
I thought that was extremely smart to go to the body, man, especially taking a fight at short notice. Not really knowing what type of shape this guy has been in. I'm not sure if he's been in camp and been preparing for this fight. So you go to the body because, of course, that takes, you have to work on that, man. Like you have to work on it. And I don't know, bro. Like Shakur. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm gonna go on a limb and say, you don't take the fight with Tank, and so now you fighting a electrician, bro. Like,
Okay. Did he not
yeah,
take
like,
the fight, or did something
yeah,
happen?
they put an off on the table where he refused the off. So now you fighting a electrician. And
Okay.
I
Well, he
mean, you
wasn't
take him.
supposed to be fighting an electrician, though.
I'm just saying, bro. It just that's kind of how it looks, man. Like ducking smoke. But
I
I
don't
like
think he's
Shakur,
ready. I
man.
think he
Like when
wants to fight Tank. I'm not sure
I
what was. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
no, I've always been a fan of Shakur. I remember the first time I watched him on ESPN. I'm like, who's this kid, man? He was
Mm-hmm.
young, and
Yeah, I
I
remember that
thought he
too.
was just technically like savvy, man. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, he got the stuff, man. It's just, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we want to see the big fights, man. We don't
Yeah.
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 You want us to pull up? We want to see the big fights, man.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
want to see you, the middle of the stage. That's why he wasn't. Well, he was the cold main event on that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to the electrician, man. I don't even know dude's name, man. But
Joshua Padley.
yeah, 4
Yeah.
days is crazy.
It is, but that to me that says a couple things. That says one, you want the payday, right? Because he's an electrician, right? So you go get the money. And two, it says that you're always in the gym, so your conditioning is high. So you believe you're already in shape to take a fight against an elite fighter. And three, you have nothing to lose. He was undefeated. Now he's undefeated against, nobody's, but he says, yo, I got nothing to lose. If I go out there and beat this guy, it is the greatest moment of my life, right? Again, it's the Rocky thing. But if I lose, okay, everybody expected me to lose. I got nothing to lose here. I'm going to go out and do this. What's up, Steve?
Hey, who you was going for, though?
In this fight?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Tell the
Shakur,
truth,
man.
bro.
No, Shakur. I'm a big Shakur guy.
Everybody want to see the... Go ahead, man. I think everybody want to see the underdog win, man. Like,
I mean, it would have been an amazing story, like from a journalism standpoint, but I didn't want to see that.
Not like
because what happens is, while it sounds cool, when the underdog wins, what it does is it throws off the bigger fight that's coming, right? Mm-hmm. So Shakur probably hopefully he'll still fight Schofield and take care of that. But like, you can't think about how long it might take Shakur to climb back up the mountain if this kid beats him to try and get the shot at Tank. Like, if this kid had beat him yesterday, what are we talking about? You got nothing to say about trying to fight Tank. You know what I mean? So, nah.
He got Keyshawn coming, so.
Now that one, yeah, you mentioned that, G. What do you think is the likelihood of them making that fight, a Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Stevenson fight? I think that would be a fantastic fight. Say again?
I don't know if Shakur is going to fight, though, because this kid, he got power, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, haven't seen a whole lot out of Keyshawn, but I know that like he come out this camp where they're not just going to put you in the forefront. He a champion,
Mm-hmm.
So champion, they should really like lock in and get the people what they want. They want to see a fight, man.
Yeah.
They want to see a fight, and that's Shakur will probably win that fight off of points, just based off of just pure maturity in the ring. That's crazy.
Right. Good morning, Nino. What's good, brother?
Yo, the chat always live, man. Chat is always live,
man. I love our chat.
Guys, man.
That is good. But yeah, no, I would love to see a Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson fight. And it's funny because just a couple of days ago, I was talking with Bruce about the possibility of a Keyshawn Davis, Tank Davis fight. And I was like, man, Keyshawn is nice. He got power. He can move. He's not ready for that one yet. And I totally forgot about Shakur, excuse me. I don't know why. I totally forgot about him. But yeah, once those two get it on, whoever wins that fight should move on and fight Tank. I mean, we know Tank is the alpha around that weight. So, you have to earn your shot at that guy, So, yeah. But I would love to see either of them fight him. But I'll tell you, I think Shakur has more power than I thought. He's not a power puncher, but he has more power than I thought. And I think he has just enough to keep Tank honest. I do. And his accuracy is crazy. Like, he's super accurate at, as a technician and a fast hands and foot guy, super accurate. So I can't wait. But obviously, again, let's do what needs to be done, and then we can get a couple of good fights. So hopefully we'll set up the Shakur Keyshawn Davis fight next. That would be awesome. The winner of that then gets Tank, and then I think we get a blockbuster either way. So
yeah,
huge money, great fight, action, technique, skill.
We may never see it, bro. We may never see it, man.
Oh man, don't think that. No,
we
don't
may never see
man.
it, man.
No, man.
We may never see it, man.
Let's have faith in Turkey Al-Sheikh, man. Let's have faith in that.
I don't think Tank will ever work with him, man.
No,
I mean he got that 6-fight deal with Amazon, and according to rumor mill, right? This rumor mill, I hate spreading rumors, but it seems as if like Turkey Al-Sheikh is like blocking him, like telling people not to fight. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Him and Bud Crawford is in cahoots together, and if you're not getting money with the Turk, then
no, man. I never understood why people move that way. If that's true, because we can all get money together.
That's enough bread. Right?
Do I have to get every penny? No, let's just all get money together. Everybody eats. And remember, Paid in Full? Everybody eats, man. Everybody eats. Right? So why can't we do that? That's my thought.
Yeah, it'd be good to see some good fights, man. I think we've been getting some really good ones here, though.
Yeah, no doubt. I want to see it. So anyway, that was the first fight. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson. I think he's a great fighter. I think he's a technician. All that. First Tank. That's a whole different proposition. But stranger things have happened. So can't wait to see that one. All right. Next up. This was the fight of the night. Arthur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol, the rematch. So if you saw the first fight. And this is what got me. Let me see. Do I have B-roll of this first fight? Okay, this is from the first fight, right? So the first half of the first fight, Dmitry Bivol was moving extremely well, pumping the jab, firing good combinations, but he slowed down and let Beterbiev kind of take over. Not let, but Beterbiev took over the second part of the fight, landed more power punches. Dmitry Bivol's work output slowed down. And what I thought in that fight, I thought Dmitry Bivol still could have squeaked it out. I thought it could have even been a draw, but Bivol ended up winning the fight, I guess, by virtue of stuff like that, right? The bigger, heavier, stronger punches that made more of an impact. And shout out to Marco Boxing on this. He picked Bivol to win the rematch, and his commentary was basically like, once Bivol picks up his work rate with his skill, his accuracy, his movement, he's going to win the rematch. And lo and behold, that's exactly what took place. So I got a little bit of B-roll from the second fight. I'm going to play that here for you. And so we saw Bivol, and this was a really good, it wasn't Arturo Gatti, Mickey Ward in terms of a firefight in the middle of the ring, but it was still a really good action fight between two elite fighters. So the difference was you saw Bivol continue to move, but there were instances in the fight where he was standing right in the middle of the ring, really exchanging with Beterbiev the way very few fighters have. You could tell that even though he knew Beterbiev has elite knockout power, he wasn't afraid of the power, right? Because obviously he had tasted it in the first fight. But you saw, to me, Bivol had much better accuracy. He was throwing great combinations. And, again, he was keeping that work rate up. That you see it, he's going to the body, he's going to the head. And, the jab was super accurate. It was the straight right hand. It was going straight through the guard of Beterbiev. Again, he was fighting in a way that you see very few people willing to stand and exchange with Beterbiev. So I think he won. Let me get the fight scores here, and then I'll get your thoughts on it. My bad. I should have had this queued up. I think it was Here we go. 116, 112, 115, 113, and 114, 114. So I didn't see a draw. 115, 113, I like. 116, 112 was maybe just a little wide for me in the scoring, but I do think Bivol deserved to win, man. What are your thoughts on what you just saw there? And then we'll talk a little bit about maybe what the future holds for these guys. You muted, G.
It's probably going to be a trilogy out of this,
Mm-hmm.
without question. I don't know if we're going to see anything different or if it's going to get better, right? Like, it's hard. Yeah,
I'm thinking that too. I think.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't know if it's going to get any better, man. Like, I think the first two fights we pretty much saw what both of these guys had to offer.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for boxing, right? Anytime we got a good fight, it's good for boxers, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
man, yeah, I really don't have too much to say, man. I thought it was a good fight, you know.
Mm-hmm. I like the idea of a rubber match, but I think you're right in terms of you're wondering, okay, if there's a rubber match, how much can Bivol do to get better, and how much can Better BF do to get better? Because I think Better BF, he's already 40, so like even though he's in phenomenal shape and he's a very tough fighter, like how much can he increase his output? How much is he going to be able to trap Bivol and keep him still with Bivol's ability to move in order to land the punches that can, possibly land the knockout? So that is it. Yeah, absolutely, Sid Bubba. Better BF does have remarkable knockout power. He's 21-1 now with I think 20 knockouts, or 22-1 with 20 knockouts. So I think he's the only guy I think active now that has a higher knockout percentage than Tank Davis. So yeah, he'll put his hands on you and put you to sleep. but I'm wondering, like, what can he do at this point? How much can he change? How much more active can you be at 40 years old to increase the work rate enough to win a fight like that? You know what I'm saying? Salam, what's going on, Sneed? How you doing, my brother? Good morning, good morning. But yeah, how much more can he do, and what could Bivol change to anticipate a change from Better BF? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a third fight would be awesome. It would come down to the proverbial who wants it more, I guess. And again, as fight fans, we would love to see that third one, but maybe instead, what do we look forward to? The possibility of Dimitri Bivol and David Benavidez, who's younger and has knockout power, but can actually increase Better BF's work rate, maybe. There's talk that Dimitri Bivol might want to move up to cruiserweight now. I hope he doesn't do that, and duck Benavidez. I really hope he doesn't. Let's just get if you're not gonna do the trilogy fight, then do the Benavidez fight, man. But that's my thought. Think you muted.
I didn't have anything, bro.
Okay. But yeah, that's my thought, man. So I really enjoyed those fights last night. Loved watching Shakur Stevenson. Again, technician, speed, did it right. Oh, quick side note on Shakur Stevenson. After the fight, Tank Davis tweeted LOL about the fight. And I could only assume that he's saying like, yo, it took you 9 rounds to knock out the electrician. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. They be trolling each other.
Yeah, they do. But the only thing I can say about that is Shakur's like, I don't know anything about this guy. I'm going to take my time. I know I'm the far superior fighter, and I'm just going to go ahead, do what I do, keep moving, land my punches. If I knock him out, knock him out. If not, I'll win easily on points. And I can only think that's the thought. But again, the other kid came to fight, man. So respect due to him. He's a fighter. He was a warrior. But yeah, that was funny. And I think Shakur responded something like, better stay focused, like Roach coming for you or something like that. It was something to that effect. So, but yeah, so interesting. We'll see what happens. And yeah, so Better BF and Bivol. I wouldn't mind the trilogy, but how much is going to change? I would love to see either one of them fight Benavidez. That would be good either way. But again, to your point, G, I'm glad we're getting these good fights, man. And the fights keep coming, so that's love. I think boxing really realized that they had taken a step back to the UFC, and they're trying to regain the ground that they lost. So
yeah, you gotta make those fights, man.
Got to. So I'm gonna do this, y'all. Moving right along. Let's go ahead and if anyone wants to call in, give a couple comments on these fights last night or on the state of boxing on the whole, on Turkey Al-Sheikh and Riyadh season and what you guys think about that. I'd love to hear it. You know the number, 904-219-8264. What question you had, Laker Nation? Oh, okay. What y'all think about Canelo 4-fight deal to fight in Dubai? I got no problem with it. Just give us the good fights, right? But you know what? Oh, yeah. I just thought about that. Damn, I didn't think about it. Remember, Bivol had beat Canelo 3 fights back, right? And so they've been trying to angle for that rematch. So now this rematch suddenly gets a lot juicier if Canelo fights Bivol, right? Now Bivol's undisputed lightweight champion. Now let's see what we got, right? I wouldn't mind seeing that. I think Bivol beat Canelo again. He beat the brakes off Canelo the first fight. Man, he was just moving, like literal definition stick and move. And Canelo, like, he didn't get knocked down. He didn't get knocked out, obviously, but he was getting tagged by Bivol. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, 4-deal fight to fight in Dubai. So I guess the other thing, Laker Nation, is the order in which the fights come, right? You have to be careful. Okay, July 1st. Okay. So you have to be careful, one, who you line up in these fights. What is it? William Skull, I think, is Canelo's next fight. So you got to be careful who you line up in the fights and the order that you line them up, because you don't want to do anything to disrupt the mega money fight, right? Mark with glasses, what's going on, brother? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, you don't want to do anything to disrupt the big money fights, right? And so obviously the super cash cow would be, I guess, the last one. Well, no, it's supposed to be Crawford. And I think they said that they're looking to do Canelo Crawford in September, which that would be fire, right? I guess you don't want to wait too long for that because Crawford is also an older guy as well. So you got to go ahead and get that done. But if Canelo gets that done, then maybe he fights Bivol in like May. You know, so well, I mean, we'll see. But think about this, right? We're sitting here talking about boxing, and we're thinking about all these possible really good fights that have a legitimate chance of happening. And I think Turkey Al-Sheikh has a whole lot to do with that. So I like it. I respect it. Keep the big fights coming, man. You got anything on that, G, before we move on? I don't think we're going to take any calls on this.
No, I don't think we get any calls on that either.
All right.
Everybody waiting for the Lakers late show.
I know, right? I know. Man, I'd rather talk about boxing all day than talk about them guys, man. All right. Let's go. Lakers Nuggets, man. Lakers Nuggets. Obviously, that was a big primetime game last night. Lakers and the Nuggets. You have what I'd say 2 of the best 4 players, maybe 2 of the best 3 players in the NBA or maybe in the world going up against each other last night. Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic. And what were your thoughts on it, G? I'll let you open up, man.
Well, I mean, what they so what the Nuggets? Shit, I don't really know what to say, man. The Nuggets, ducking almost was looking to beat them 10 games straight, the last 10 games. It looked like Luka showed up today, and last night Luka showed up and kind of flipped it on Jokic, gave him that 30-point triple double, damn it, right? Yeah, that was 30.
Damn near, yeah.
Like
32, 7, and
good game. You know what you're getting, man. No defense. Like little to no defense. A lot of offense. Like rookie mode. Rookie mode, but still entertaining to watch. I guess if you had like a cigar lounge or something, and just cooling, man. So
yeah. So this to me was interesting, right? To your point. I think they said LeBron and the Lakers had lost 9 straight to the Mavs. Not to the Mavs, to the Nuggets. I guess it was just a bad matchup, right? So now you get a situation where, okay, you go to Denver, you got your new weapon, I guess, in Luka Doncic, and obviously kind of, I'm not gonna say a new look team because it doesn't look too different, right? But you got Luka, and he's trying to kind of figure out his way and find his way into everything. And we'll talk about that more in the next topic. But at the end of the day, LeBron and Luka and the Lakers end up winning this game, right? And that's Sid Bubba. You're right. That's what I was actually about to get to. So what you have here is a situation where I guess 2 of the big stories that Luka finally came out of his funk and his slump, whatever you want to call it. He had 32, 7 and 6 and like 4 steals, right? So coming into this game, he was not playing well, but kind of really broke out on this one, and we'll talk a little more about that in the next topic, but had a really good game. So what really stood out to me is this. What really stood out to me is Jokic. Everybody's been going crazy about Jokic. Jokic this, Jokic that. Jokic so great. Best offensive season we've ever seen. Jokic may be playing the best basketball we've ever seen. I can make an argument for Jokic in the GOAT debate. The most absurd statements ever. But people are going to make them. Why? It gets attention. So anyway, here's the deal. Jokic ended up having a bad game last night. Now, everybody has bad games, right? I get it. But remember what I kept saying about Jokic. We keep talking about how great this dude is. But one, he only plays one side of the ball. He doesn't defend like at all. And two, the other problem is this. Where's his competition at the center position? Who does he have to guard in the league, and who's in the league to guard him, right? These are big questions I have asked over and over again. So now I say this to say, because people tell me how Jokic would kill in the 90s and this and that. Oh, really? Okay. So now somebody tell me who was the starting center last night for the Lakers. Somebody tell me that. Because I don't know who it was. Somebody tell me. We'll just make up a name, right? I don't know. Jackson Hayes. That's who it was. Jackson Hayes. Not good. 2 of 3, 4 points, 4 rebounds. Okay, cool. Now, Jokic, one of the best guys in the league in terms of PER and putting up all these beautiful numbers and averaging a triple-double. Remember, Man Down Sports said that the triple-double shorts out people's brain. They see a triple-double and everything else they stop thinking, right? They triple-double. All right, cool. So now Jokic last night, 2 of 7 from the floor, 0 for 1 from 3. He did, however, have 10 points, 13 rebounds. 12 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists. So, hey, he got his triple-double, so everything's good, right? He got his triple-double. Okay, cool. Now, here's the deal. What I'm trying to say here with the Jokic thing is, who was guarding this dude? All they did was scheme up against him, right? They fronted him, right? They gave normal post defense on the backside, pause. They fronted him. They double and tripled him. Now we know Jokic is an elite passer, right? And at 7 feet tall, it makes it a lot easier to pass out double and triple teams, right? Because you can see over everything. Whether he's on the perimeter, you could pass over the top. Whether he's in the post, you could pass over the top. But the point is, elite passer. But the point is, they locked him up. He got nothing from the field. So all this foolishness about how he's such an elite offensive player, he'd do this and he'd do that. What is he doing against the elite defensive bigs that we grew up watching? What is he doing? So when I say he's not better than Patrick Ewing, and people call me crazy, he'd get locked up by him. He'd get locked up by Dream. He'd get locked up by D-Rob. He'd get locked up by Mount Mutombo. He'd get locked up by Zoe. All of our great bigs would lock this dude up. Now, would they stop him from passing the basketball? No, because he's an elite passer, right? But all these easy points he's getting, he's not getting those back then. All we are seeing is him taking advantage, as he should, because he can't control when he was born. We are seeing him taking advantage of a league that has a lack of real bigs. Am I right on that, G, or am I making up something here?
I mean, his range pretty much starts as soon as he crossed the half court. So those guys will still have to come out on the wing and defend him. And I think that makes them a vulnerability to get cooked, bro. Like, I just can't see Mutombo moving his feet, you know what I'm saying? On the perimeter. I mean, you had to switch him off with a guard, but is that fair to Jokic that we not, you know what I'm saying? Like, the guard, the big men from, that era would have to check them. As soon as he crossed up, I mean, we talking about 1 for 1, right? 1 for 1. That means that David Robinson, not saying he couldn't, but not saying some of these guys couldn't do it. I'm just saying I think it would make them more vulnerable to getting cooked, because he still got like a little pat to him, and he got footwork. And so once you get down to the rim, absolutely. But it's not a traditional big man. Like, he got handles, and he's more like a Sam Perkins.
I like that. That's a good analogy, Sam Perkins, real good analogy. But I don't think he's crossing over, putting it on the floor and crossing over anybody, right? But I also think that we have the advantage. If he's playing back then, there's no coach allowing this dude to run point, right? So, I mean, they're going to think about it. If he's trying to bring the ball up, they're just going to, and this is what I don't understand, right? And we'll get back to this game, but real quick, talking about Jokic. Jokic often brings the ball up to initiate offense, right? This seems so simple to me defensively. Why do I not send a guard to go take the ball away from him when he's trying to dribble up the floor. Okay, then what does he do? Because he's 7 feet tall, he turns around to back the guard down, right? But then you've only got 8 seconds to bring the ball across the floor. So maybe you get a violation. Or he gives up the ball, which is your goal in the first place, since he's your point center. So get the ball out of his hands. Don't allow him to initiate offense, right? Then when he comes across half court, he no longer has the ball. Cool. Now you can react accordingly defensively. Like, to me, this stuff is confounding. I don't think it's that hard.
It sounds like a really good plan, bro. It does.
Right.
He's a professional athlete, though. He's a professional athlete, bro. So I mean, you gotta take that into consideration too, man. Like I think he's slow, but he's a bucket.
Yeah.
He's a walking bucket. That's how I label him.
Right. He is. And a lot of it helps that, again, he doesn't have like legitimate defensive bigs to deal with him. And on the other end, he doesn't have to play any defense, which allows him to conserve all his energy for offense. But anyway.
If it was a big man out there that was looking to dunk on him every play, then you would see a different type of game.
Right.
There, right. Because
you mean like Embiid in the once in 20 games when he plays? Yeah, I know. Speaking of Embiid, man, Embiid stunk it up yesterday. I got to keep it a buck and keep the same energy. Thank you for making sure I do that, Edward. I appreciate you. Y'all know Embiid is my guy. I love him as a player. I think he's super skilled, but he disgusts me. And as such, I said this a while back. I moved off of him as the best big in the league because you can't be the best big in the league when you're never there. You cannot, So it is Jokic. There's no question about it. I still think, obviously, we know what happens when they go head-to-head in the rare times that they do. But, I mean, Embiid, what was he yesterday? Besides terrible, 14.7 rebounds, 5 assists, plus minus of -7. Like, just hang it up, man. Just hang it up. Like, just go somewhere, collect your checks, go away. Because you're never there. Your body's never going to allow you to be. You're not building up the callus that it takes to be able to make it through the grind. And it's hurting your team and it's hurting yourself in terms of your game because you got to get in rhythm. And when you never play, how can you get in rhythm? Like, stop it. Yo, gee, it's upsetting me, man. It's upsetting me. But, all right, this wasn't about Embiid. I'm sorry, man. I got sidetracked. But, Edward, man, you're 100% right, man. I was wrong about Embiid. I was wrong. I admit it. But, yeah, so back to this Lakers game, Lakers and Nuggets. I'll tell you, the Lakers, what really impressed me is, and to Laker Nation's point, I think they're number 1 in the league in defensive rating. But overall, they've really been playing really good defense lately, which to me is crazy since they lost Anthony Davis. But they're playing really good defense, and the way they defended Jokic, the way they ran guys off the 3-point line. Not saying that Denver is an elite 3-point shooting team in the first place, but overall, man, really good defense, active hands, got a lot of turnovers. Even though LeBron had 8 himself, but of course the media will gloss over that. Yeah, I've been talking for a while, man. Tell me some of your thoughts on this, G. What you saw in this game, what you see going forward for the Lakers, etc. My man said they make me throw up.
Man, I don't know, man. It's just good watching them come together and kind of build that chemistry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's good for basketball. More on the lines of, like, is Luka going to be the face of the league with this move to the Lakers?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the type of thing I'm thinking. Or will we see LeBron play until he's 50? Right? Because like we talked about Wilt and his impact on the game and how he stayed in shape and so, like, when I look at LeBron, I'm like, he's probably the closest. Right, as far as, but not as dominant as Will, of course.
No, I get it.
But as far as taking care of your body, like, will we see other teams, like, try to get LeBron at 48 and 49? Is this one of those chief moments, I should say?
Maybe.
Yeah, like Parrish, Robert Parrish.
Mm-hmm.
He played until he was.
Man, he played until he was like 44 or something. Like, he played a long time.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's just. It's the Lakers, bro. Like, I just like basketball, man. You see that Knicks Cavs game? That was a pretty good one.
Okay, no, I didn't see that one.
That was a pretty good game, man.
Okay,
worth talking about. So yeah, it's just, those West Coast games, they hard to kind of.
Yeah, man.
they hard to follow, man.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, my bad.
No. that's pretty much all I got, bro. Like, I thought it was a good game.
Yeah.
Overall, I actually watched it in the cigar lounge.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was a pretty good game. It was good enough to turn on and watch.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Opinion Stated has it 100% right. The Nuggets were outplayed without question. There's no question about that. And I really wonder if what JJ Redick did in terms of schematics against Jokic, if more teams are going to start trying to employ that. I'm curious to know, right? Because we've seen, and I always point back to it, we've seen situations where these super elite offensive players from this generation get a little bit of defense and suddenly look really mortal. You know, we got this one. We got, you know, when KD got locked up by the Celtics in the playoffs, like we see it happen if coaches will commit to real defense. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why this is so hard. But again, I know it sounds like I'm not trying to give the modern players any credit, and that's not fair to them because, again, they can't control when they were born. But, man, it just seems like the way the game is coached now, the way the game is played now is just, I don't know, defensively, there's a lot left to be desired. Offensively, it's easier than ever. And so you look at that. But, yeah, back to the Lakers and Nuggets, man. You saw LeBron played well other than the 8 turnovers, right, which that's a big other than, but he played relatively well. Again, we saw Jokic struggle. We saw Luka really played well. He went off. He had 32 in his best game as a Laker, and we're going to talk about that more so in the next segment. But I liked it overall. I think I was just relatively impressed by it. I was like, okay. But I also think that shows that maybe the Nuggets are missing something. They probably need a little more. Who's this? This is never seen you before. Trey Summerall. What's going on, man? What's going on? Why don't you hit that like and subscribe button for me? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. The Luka hype machine is off the chain. A bootleg James Harden. How you feel about that comparison, G?
Damn, that's spot on, damn man.
Is it? I mean, I guess they don't. They both don't play D. They both score a lot. They both carry and travel a whole lot.
Hey, man,
they're both really good passers. Luka's a better rebounder. That's an interesting analogy.
James Harden definitely was failed. He was the failed face of the league. I think he's one of those guys that they wanted to be the face of the league.
You think so?
Just failed. Yeah. Oh yeah. He had help at every corner, man. Like every team he went on, he had help. They was bringing people to
him. Edward, James Harden has made 5 All-NBA teams, but he's never made 5 first teams in a row. So, but I get that. But I think maybe he's talking about in styles of play. I think he's talking about in styles of play. There's a similarity there. And I can't believe I never thought about that, but that's a good point. But to Sid Bubba's point now, and I was just getting to this, Luka he's taking his team to the Western Conference Finals and the NBA Finals, while James Harden, for the most part, seems to disappear in the finals. So there's that. I mean, we gotta look at it that way, right? There's that part of it. So there's definitely similarities, but not quite the same. Opinion Stated says they're both overweight, out of shape, classically. Yeah, but I mean, everybody is not going to have the Michael Jordan, the Reggie Miller, the Kobe, the LeBron mindset in terms of taking care of their body. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Trey Summerall, but even James Harden as an MVP, he still, if I'm not mistaken, did he get to the Western Conference Finals when he was MVP? I don't think so. And even when he did, he stunk it up trying to get out of the Western Conference Finals. So like that to me is bothersome, right? Even in his best seasons, when he was 6th man of the year, he disappeared in the NBA Finals against the Heat. When he was MVP, he disappeared in the conference finals against the Warriors. So it's like, okay, all that's great. You got the awards. You put on these elite scoring seasons, and he was really passing the rock. I think during his like 5-year peak at Houston, James Harden was, I want to say he was averaging like 29 and 9, that's crazy work, right? But over like a 5-year stretch, a lot of that was system though, and he still never defended. So, you know, put Kyrie next to James Harden and not Chris Paul. Nah, Kyrie, I think, okay. I don't know. I don't know. There's nothing I've ever seen from Chris Paul that'll make me believe in that. Not Chris Paul, from James Harden that'll make me believe in that dude. Nothing. Um, let's see. Uh, James quit on the Nets and Philly. Yes, he did. I mean, look, I don't know what it is with that guy, man, but he had a lot of ability for a long time, but it never turned into what it should have been. But anyway, interesting analogy. But yeah, back to Lakers and Nuggets, man. I think overall, just watching that and seeing the Lakers be in a position where they really could go ahead and win, and not just win. They didn't eke out a win. Like, they dominated the Nuggets last night. I think it was really good for their psyche, because if they should have a matchup with them in the playoffs, they know now, okay, we can beat these dudes, right? So you got that. That helps a whole lot. And then again, you watch how they were able to play, how they defended. I guess you got the kind of hope that Luka can, start getting back to being the Luka that we've known all this time. Very interesting. What's good, Best League? What's good? Good to see you. Let's see. Laker Nation says James Harden had one great season as the man, and still in Game 7 against the Warriors choked when the game was on the line. Facts. No, I'm with you, Laker Nation. I'm with you. James Harden is not that dude. I never believed he is. He's just not, right? And now he's going to be a Hall of Famer, because everybody's a Hall of Famer in basketball, but he's never been that dude. Ooh. Best League says Rui made Jokic look like a baby, 12 points. So between Rui and Jackson Hayes, like, I just see, this is what I'm saying. Again, everybody can have a bad game, so I'm not gonna act like this is a complete indictment of Jokic. But this is what I talk about. Jokic dealt with a little bit of defense from lackluster, subpar role players, and this is what he gives us. Like, I don't understand the hype. The numbers are fantastic, but we got to look deeper than the numbers. And this is why I tell people, like, you can't just be mesmerized by the box score. You know what I'm saying? All right. G, let me ask you this. What would you say is your biggest takeaway from the game last night? And do you think your biggest takeaway, you think it's from the Lakers? You think it's from the Nuggets, or both? What you got?
Well, going into the game, I was actually rooting for the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
And not for no particular reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see how well they would be able to rise above adversity, being losing to the Nuggets 10 times, or on the brink of losing to them 10 times, and then coming out. I didn't think they was mature enough to really compete, but it looked like the Lakers are doing a really good job this year with JJ Redick, right? I think that's the biggest. The team actually rallying around him and listening to him,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
having a game plan to actually beat this guy. So I think when I look at it, the biggest performer there was JJ. I think having a game plan and slowing Jokic down, but I mean, even with the turnovers,
Mm-hmm.
so that was the
No,
biggest takeaway for me.
yeah, I think they did a really good job with that. Absolutely. So let me give credit where it's due, right? I didn't believe in JJ Redick going into this season, right? Clearly he didn't earn the spot. Clearly he didn't deserve it. But I guess when we're dealing with LeBron, earned not given is just a thing that they say, right? Because JJ Redick's job was literally given and not earned. Bronny James's job was literally given and not earned. So I guess it's just a cliche. It's something he says that sounds good, right? Maybe you could put it on T-shirts or wristbands or whatever and sell that. But not the point. The point is, I got to give credit where it's due. JJ Redick has done a really solid job. Solid job this year. He's going to run into some difficulty, because that is what that is as a rookie head coach, especially when the playoffs come around. And for instance, now that they beat the Nuggets and did so relatively easily, you can't assume that JJ Redick is going to consistently out scheme a championship level quarterback in Mike Malone, right? We can't assume that. There's going to be other teams that are going to do really well come playoff time. Quick note, Shams tweeted yesterday that Pop is going to be out for the year and his NBA future is in doubt. He may never come back to coaching in the NBA. So that's interesting. We'll talk about that maybe on another episode. But yeah, so where were we? I guess my biggest takeaway was, one, obviously Luka can still go, right? It was too early to assume that he can't go. But I find it very interesting that he does his best work when LeBron is not on the floor, right? Because we know he's much better with the ball in his hands. But we'll talk about that on the next topic. But yeah, Luka can still go, and when he gets it going, the Lakers can be dangerous. And I think that's any team he's on, right? And my other big takeaway was the fact that Jokic can be defended. I've been saying it. Jokic isn't what they think he is. Is he really, really good for this era? Absolutely, but he's not what they think he is. Those are my two really big takeaways. Just having watched this game and looking at it, and I'm like, okay, they're doing their thing. They're doing their thing. Yeah, that and I was impressed with the defense that JJ Redick schemed up last night and the way they got guys engaged. And can I say this too? I saw LeBron engaged more on defense than I have in a long time. Is that fair to say, G? Yeah. So I got to give some credit where it's due this morning on multiple fronts when it's coming to the Lakers. Best League says JJ had many adjustments last night. Still played so many spacing in the wrong place. Still Luka and Austin were playing in corner 3. We need DFS starts. Oh, okay. I got you. I was about to say, what's DFS? Dorian Finney-Smith. Well, they are still working the kinks out. They're still working the kinks out. So, you know what? I'll say that for the next topic. All right, let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. I would like. Hold on. Sneed says LeBron will need to play off ball, rebounding, and defend for his team to win games as constructed. Yes, and when he gets in the mood, we know that he will defend a little bit when he gets in the mood. We know he can still rebound. That playing off the ball piece, we know that he'll get out in transition and he'll go backdoor from time to time. But that I'll never believe in him as being an off the ball player. It's hard to be that when you have played the same way your entire life with the ball in your hands.
Let me ask you a question, man. You think I was looking at the box scores, and I know you're not supposed to make assessments based off just the scores alone, but with our guy Jokic only scoring 12 points, triple double, but 12 points, right? You would think they would have at least one 30 point score, right? And I think from somewhere else, yeah. And I think that was probably one of the reasons why they got blown. Why are we talking about this game? It's cool. The door's blown off. Goodness gracious. Man. Jeez.
Let's see. What did they get? Well, they got 24 from Aaron Gordon and 19 from Jamal Murray.
Yeah, Jamal got to score more points than
that. I was about to say, I think you're 100% right about that, G. I'm really like Jamal Murray. He made some good money off of that playoff run in the bubble, but since then he seems really what's the word? Up and down. Yeah, he's unreliable.
He tore his Achilles heel, right? I think that was his Achilles he tore a couple years ago. What was his knee?
Is his Achilles or his knee? I thought he tore his knee. I forgot about that. But I mean, he should be back from that by now, though. But to me, like Jamal Murray is not that. He's not that consistent guy that you need. Like if you're Jokic, so he's averaging 21 this year, but it's really quiet on 48% shooting, which is really good. But I think they need more from him than that. I really do.
Yeah, man. He was microwave.
Ooh. Say again.
He was a microwave. Yeah, he tore his ACL. Yeah. Oh, ACL.
Yeah, when he gets hot. Okay, ACL. That's what I thought it was. Sneed did not realize this. This is great. Thank you. You see this, G? Wow.
Yeah.
JJ Redick has 7 former NBA head coaches on his staff. That's brilliant. No, but that's smart, though. Right. You know you're a rookie head coach. Get all those guys that can help you design stuff, help you manage timeouts, help you manage the critical in-the-game decisions, and help you manage and learn stuff in preparation. That's brilliant. Absolutely.
Jack, go talk to your coach. Don't talk to me.
Well, what I'll say about this, G, and you know I got to do it, and you'll know why in a second, right? Marcus Freeman at Notre Dame, right? What has he been consistently doing? His assistants, most of them have head coaching experience, right? His defensive coordinators, his offensive coordinators, these guys have extensive they have head coaching and extensive assistant coordinator experience. Why? Because this is his first job, and he needs that experience to be able to bounce off of. I didn't even catch that, Sneed. Thank you. That is, wow, 7 former NBA head coaches on his staff. That's pretty slick. That's pretty slick. Good stuff. Nino says, shout out to Bruce. This is why you're not classified as a hater. What is that about? What's that? What's that about, Nino? I missed that. Uh-oh, look who's here. Look who's here. Oh, boy. Look who's here. Uh-oh.
Let me fix this screen. Wait a minute. I had to fly here. Boy, hold up. What's going on with the screen? What we doing?
No, leave it here. Leave it here. Leave it here.
Leave it like this?
Yeah, leave it here.
Remote, bro? You remote. Yo, just...
Bro, listen.
Slide over.
Listen. I ran in the house. I took my top off, my uniform top off, grabbed my jersey.
Brown t-shirt on, G.
Yo, stop, yo.
Hey, listen. Boy, I'm on that road flying, boy.
He's about to get pulled over so he can come talk about these damn.
Listen, because I did not
what
want
kind
to
of drill let you out at 11 o'clock?
So this is not a normal drill weekend. So my drill weekend was originally 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
But you remember I went to Miami, so we had to reschedule.
Okay.
I'm doing it this weekend. We had our exams and stuff this weekend, but today, it was only me and one other person. So rest of everything we have to do is on the computer. And technically, right now is our lunchtime. So I got time.
Everybody, we got Transformer here, man. He jumped out of an airplane to get here. Then he's here with us down to talk Lakers.
Hey, listen.
Hey, man. Happy to see you, brother.
Flew in, brother. How you doing, G? How you doing, brother?
Good, man. Good, man.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's funny. I appreciate that, Nino. I appreciate that, man.
My apologies, chat. But the man is here. All right.
All right. So before we open up these phone lines, man, we gonna Super Lakers fan. What we gonna do?
He didn't draw.
Oh man, how to serve in his country to come talk about the Lakers. So what we gonna do? We are gonna take a few minutes here, and we are gonna let Transformer give his thoughts on the Lakers versus Nuggets game last night. Then we'll take some calls.
All right. Boy, did that boy look good last night, man.
Oh, we'll talk about that. Don't worry about it.
Did we look good last night? So this is about the Lakers and Nuggets, right? So we'll get the Luka Laker. We'll get the Luka Laker.
Yes.
Belt to ass is what I saw last night.
Boots to asses.
Asses, okay? 9 straight times we have lost against the Denver Nuggets. That's with Anthony Davis as our second tier guy to LeBron James. I did fly in from Denver, Laker Nation. Yes, I did. All right.
He jumped out of the plane.
Hey, I parachuted. Hey, I told her, hey, I got one of them Mac flights. I was like, hey, bro, just go ahead and just open the hatch. Just open the tailgate. I'm gone. I'm over here. I got my podcast and my headphones, and I'm just holding on to the thing. Landed on my roof, scared my dog.
Oh my
God! Right.
All
But no, I think my gain is too loud, guys. Let me turn this down. Hold on.
Okay. That's hilarious.
Where's Sneed? Sneed, can you hear me well? No, Sneed's my guy.
Yeah. Sneed is that dude.
Check. Can you hear me? Am I loud at all?
No, okay, you're good, man.
All right. So this game last night, what we've been seeing is JJ Redick come up with game plan after game plan when the games get big.
Yep.
We have now put boots to asses on the Denver Nuggets, Boston Celtics.
Yep.
A lot of big name teams now. The New York Knicks. We went in their building. But stay behind. So what we're seeing is that this team can beat anybody. Regular season. I'll put a pin in that. Regular season. But we're seeing those guys can scheme up game plans to beat every team in the league. In the Western Conference, I don't see those guys being. They shouldn't be taken lightly. You must have. Great no shit. You must have a great no shit. Oh, buddy. They said, Bubba, the times in the Navy have changed. All right. Everybody can have a beard. Yeah. The military in general, everybody can have a beard. Because you don't need you don't need to carry around your no shave shit no more.
What?
It's part of your medical record. Yep.
We used to keep it in a plastic bag in that breast pocket. Anybody say something, pull that joint right out.
That too. Yep. I'm telling you, times have changed. And this is no racial piece. You've never seen white personnel with beards in the military.
Yeah.
You see a lot of them now.
Mm-hmm.
They found a reason to not be able to shave. But no. Lakers versus Nuggets, man. Defensively, we took Jokic out. We had one game plan. Everybody else, y'all gonna find a way. Because Jokic ain't going to be a part of this game. We fronted him, double-teamed him, bumped him, got him out there, and that was without a big.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we haven't seen us be able to do. Our wings are performing at a very, very high level this year. I believe they're top 3 in defense efficiency this year. And that's talking calendar year 2025, not the entirety of the season. Calendar year 2025, we're top 3 in defense efficiency. Luka is literally
number 1 right now. Sorry to interrupt you.
Are we number 1 right?
I believe number 1 right now. I think that's what Laker Nation said earlier.
More fuel to the ammunition, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Luka is our answer for what we needed the last 2 seasons against the Denver Nuggets. When they go on runs, we weren't able to sustain or battle that run. AD wasn't the type to be able to go on a run, right? LeBron, running out of steam or whatever the case may be, isn't capable of going on these runs consecutively. Luka is the answer to those runs. You can get hot, so can I, right? Luka Doncic versus the Denver Nuggets, I believe I saw a stat. He's about 27 points, 8 rebounds, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, or something like that. In the last 10 games, there wasn't a game that they really could stop him. So Luka has shown Denver, you can't do nothing to me because you got nobody that can guard me defensively. So as much as Jamal Murray could go off, get 25 points, cool. I can match that and beat that. Now y'all got to worry about LeBron too.
Right.
All right. LeBron can give you 25. Oh, my bad. What's this other kid's name? Oh, Austin, come over here. Let me introduce you to the Denver Nuggets. Austin's good now. Playmaking, shooting, just playing out of his mind on an offensive standpoint. Rui can also give you 15 or 20 and can play some solid defense. Then we got Vando. Then we got DFS. Then we got Goodwin, who's been playing out of his mind lately. Goodwin is our two-way player, getting fourth quarter minutes because of what he's doing defensively, and he can knock down shots. Another 6'8" guy. So we're using all of these wings, and I told you this, Bruce, the other day. They put Bron at the 5. Put Bron at the 5 and just cloud Jokic whenever he gets the ball. That's all they did. Front him, back, get behind him, and make sure every passing lane he gets touched. Jokic couldn't find an answer for it. He's like, yo, okay, if I pass the ball, somebody's in my face. If somebody's passing me the ball, somebody's in front of me and somebody's behind me. We kept trying to do the one-on-one thing with Anthony Davis, and clearly that wasn't working. Jokic was able to get off. If we're able to keep that game plan, that mindset, and this is just the Denver Nuggets, because that's been our bugaboo in the playoffs in the last 2 years. We run into the Denver Nuggets. We can show that we can play against them, right? I believe the numbers were we were leading for about 147, 46 minutes compared to like 60-something or some low number amount of minutes as far as the totality of the playoff series. But we lost 4-1, right? It was that fourth quarter. We got nobody that can match that firepower in the fourth quarter. Insert Luka Doncic, all right? Insert the Slovenian king, okay? Insert him with LeBron being able to somewhat play off the ball a little bit, Bruce. He's been playing a little bit off the ball.
We'll get
And
there.
Luka has been finding him. Like, hey, I see you cutting, big dog.
We'll get there.
I see you. I see you over there sitting in the corner. You may be sitting still, but guess what? Rui cutting to the basket. You know, Austin Reeves coming around on top of those screens. We have that secondary playmaker, and we also blew him out the night before. Sneed, come on, grow up. All right, we ain't gonna win every game.
But he's making the point like you're not supposed to lose to the Jazz with this roster. But we'll get there. That's fine.
But you know, okay, the same team, you know, bust the Denver Nuggets. So I mean,
keep talking, man. Keep talking.
Yeah. But anyway, you know, I'm not going. But that's what we're seeing. We're seeing that we can match them. We could take Jokic out the game, but now who do y'all got that's going to take up for Jokic? Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray ain't really been playing much of the same, right? He's not been the Jamal Murray of that.
We were just talking about that before you got
over the last couple of years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who's your third guy?
Right,
Michael Porter Jr.
Aaron Gordon, I think.
Aaron Gordon is your answer for Austin Reeves?
I'm not saying the answer. I'm saying you said the third guy. So
I'm hearing you, but I'm replying to the Denver Nuggets if they say that Aaron Gordon is their answer. Like, okay, we'll just Austin can give you 15 to 20 like Aaron getting. Who's your fourth option? You know what I mean? So at this point, I found out we can match them and what they can do offensively. Now we can be better defensively based on our scheme. Now, is Mike Malone going to be able to answer, probably figure out some type of way? Yeah, but now he's like, God dang it. All right. They took out my ace in the hole. One of y'all going to have to be the next guy up, right? Gabe Vincent, Goodwin, and even LeBron on certain occasions is coming out there checking Jamal Murray and literally giving him fits because they're like, hey, look, keep you at bay, but we're going to double up, triple up Jokic and make sure he has problems. It was beautiful basketball last night. If you're a Laker fan, it was just beautiful on all facets. Defensively, watching them just give them fits. Luka's finally starting to feel it. We'll get into more of that later. The fast break, the way we're able to move off fast breaks with the playmakers just looked good last night. And we're still trying to figure it out is the beauty if you're a Laker fan. We're still trying to figure it out. Luka just got here. JJ Redick is still trying to figure out what it's like to be a first-year head coach. Now, not to say that every game is going to be cookies and cream like it was last night. He's still a rookie coach. You know, are we going to expect, a game or two where it's going to be like, all right, here we go. JJ Redick playing with the roster, playing with the rotation. Here we go. But this same JJ Redick has wins against the Boston Celtics, Knicks, beat Denver. And blew these teams out. He got blowout victories against these teams. So let's be fair on the criticism when it comes to JJ Redick. Okay, he lost against the Jazz, but he also beat some big name team and blew them out. Right? So, boy, it was beautiful, man. But Luka was doing step back threes for no reason last night. Just no reason. It just busting them, right? Austin Reeves is finding out that space on the floor to where, okay, Luka got the ball here, and then when LeBron's in, Bron got the ball, but JJ Redick is figuring out that rotation. Bron can stay in for a little bit at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Luka, Reeves, you on the bench, right? They were on the bench for like 6-7 minutes. Enter Luka, Reeves, it takes off and it keeps going. That playmaking stays in, the ability to score stays in, and we was able to still defensively make Jokic mad enough to where he was in the fourth quarter and he just threw his hands up like, yeah, I got nothing today. I can't figure it out. The man only had 2 buckets yesterday. Jokic only had 2 buckets. The rest of his points came from free throws.
How long have I been talking about Jokic?
Oh, I'm gonna do you a favor here, Bruce.
Okay.
Is my brother Eddie in the chat? Because he sent me. He sent me a post, a text the other day. Oh, Embiid only got 15 points and blah blah blah, and he's better than Jokic. Embiid hurt. What's Jokic's excuse last night?
Facts.
What, 12-point triple double? Like he got a triple double.
That's exactly what I said.
He got a triple double.
You missed it though. I had to admit that, and I think I did this before, but I had to admit that I got to move off my Embiid is the best big in the league because he's just not available. And so
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I am not finna argue or go against that. I agree. If to be the best, man, you gotta be available, not be the best. Not beat the best, but you got to be available. So yes, Jokic can carry that mantle right now. But look, Sean, Eddie, what Jokic give you last night? Is that your best big in the league?
That's what I'm trying to say. He just got a little taste of real defense. They just schemed up against him. He didn't even have to play another elite center. They just schemed up against him, and this is what he got. This is why I'm like, we got to get off this whole Jokic is so unbelievable, all time this, all time that. Yes, he's doing amazing things, but he's not that dude that they're trying to make him out to be. He's just not.
Yeah, and we're showing that he's vulnerable. Like, we've seen him be vulnerable with physicality. Look at and reference the bubble. How did we beat them in the bubble? We just got physical with him. We had Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee. Just get physical with him. Like, bro, if you get physical with him, Jokic gets pissed off. Yeah. And he's not the Luka Doncic type mad. Like, he don't get mad and all of a sudden, oh boy, I'm about to start giving somebody buckets now because y'all didn't piss me off. I'm yelling, I'm screaming.
Right.
Jokic, he shrinks. And it's like, you're like, okay, well, I can't get my handle. I can't do that slow little step round, turn around, and dish off the ball. I got a guy in front of me and behind me. So now, as soon as I get the ball, I'm either putting it up or I got to pass it out because I can't even get a one-on-one situation. Get physical with the guy, man. That's all we did. But man, great game. It's one game out of 82. Right. So but it's just a show that, hey, look, we can beat these big name teams. We can beat these big name teams, and we still haven't got comfortable with Luka yet.
Well, doing it 4 out of 7 is a totally different ball game, but
but we shown it because years past, man, we couldn't beat Denver at all. I mean, we was going 3-0, 3-0, 4-0, get swept in the playoffs. Next year, 3-0, then go 4-1 in the playoffs. So not only like this Lakers can beat any team. Yes, any team.
I see you in March.
We're doing it. We're showing that we can do it. Any team.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Any what's that boy name? The brother Logan Paul, not Logan Paul. What's the other name? Jake Paul. Anytime, any place, anywhere.
Isn't that the same thing? Why do people say that? Isn't that the same thing? Any place, anywhere. I don't know people.
Hey, but he be so hyped, man.
Yeah.
Anytime, any place, anywhere.
That Memphis Cleveland game today.
That's gonna be a good one.
What time is it? I mean, my schedule's all over the place now. That
I'll watch it on my phone if I'm not home.
7. I think 7. I think it's 7.
Yeah, I'll check into that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the playoffs is another story in the regular season. Hey,
opinion
stated. It was only Denver's the only team to beat us in like the last 2 playoffs years. Other than that, we were showing that we can beat anybody. Okay, opinion stated. Give me a team in the Western Conference that you know for sure.
Okay,
you know for sure can beat us in 7.
Okay, see,
not strong enough.
Them boys bad, man. Them boys.
What happened to them last year? Who beat them last year?
Dallas beat them last year, I believe.
I
believe Dallas beat them last year. What?
Who played for Dallas?
Really? Come on, man. You know what? It's cool. I'm not even going to say anything.
Who name them?
We can just wait and see.
Who put foots in OKC last year? Name them. It's okay. Name them. It's okay. Name them.
Okay.
Name them. 77 put foots in them last year.
You got it. And we'll see.
Next,
Houston is no joke.
Who on OKC is giving the Lakers problems? SGA. Next. You see how I kill that conversation y'all be having?
But they play extremely well as a team. I think we can agree with that. It's not
That's
like necessarily.
Cool. That's cool. But what have we seen in the playoffs from OKC that makes you think that they can beat the Lakers in 7? Definitively, like, yeah, that's this. It's just no way the Lakers can beat OKC. Memphis, are you serious?
No
We've been busting
you
Memphis
gotta
for
keep it
years.
straight.
Opinion State, stop it. We've been busting Memphis for years.
See,
John can't even stay on the court.
Right now, we got the fan talk going on. All right,
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, because no, I'm here now. Y'all can't start doing this.
What?
Memphis, we've been busting they behind for years. What have they changed on their roster to make them even compatible to the Lakers? John can't even stay on the court. Come on now, make it up. Houston, too young, bro. Too young. We got 2 veterans that have been to the pinnacle in the game of basketball, and you want to talk about Houston?
The Warriors would be very interesting, huh?
Warriors ain't got nothing to answer for.
No. The reason I say that, I love the defensive matchup of Jimmy Butler and Luka. I like that a lot.
They can't beat the Warriors, Grizz, Thunder, Rockets, and the series. All of those guys have better roster construction and coaches. Bravo. All right, line them up against Luka and LeBron, and let's see how that good coach shit go out the door.
All right, let's hold on. Let's do this because we still gotta get to that next topic, and this is where I really am gonna need you, and I'm glad you're here. So let's take a couple calls, then we'll get to that next topic because that's all of what you're saying.
Brucey here?
Coming to nah, he said he had to work this morning, man. He said he had to work. Yeah. All right, let's go. Y'all know the number, man. Y'all know the number. Let's get. Oh, wow. Okay, that was fast. Edward, man.
Good morning, fellas. Good morning, man. How y'all doing this morning?
Doing all right, brother. How are you?
Oh, shit's nitty.
Man, I'm good, man. I just had me a good breakfast. You know, turkey, bacon, sausage, eggs, scrambled with cheese, and you know, it was all good, man. Listen to the show and listen to the Joker slander, which I'm glad that you kept it real on Joel Embiid because Joel Embiid was trash.
I had to.
You know, he let Nick Claxton go off on him. Come on now, Nick Claxton.
Okay, what do you want me to say? I told you I was wrong. I admitted it. I was wrong.
I'm glad you were. I just need I need the same thing from Transformer, who just jumped in and just moved y'all out the way and got in the middle spot, the D spot.
I didn't do it. That's just the way the format came up, bro.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so yeah, man. I mean, like, it was a good game last night. Now, what I'm not gonna be biased or nothing like that. But who right now, really, with the way that I know it's early, it's just the NBA regular season. Who can beat the Lakers right now? You said OKC.
Yeah, I think so.
No, they can't. It's not gonna happen.
It's not definitive. Yes.
Well, of course, nothing's definitive. You got to play the games. We know that.
I mean, they picked up Hardenstein. I give them that. They picked up a big guy, like, you know. But Luka, man, he tortured them when he was with Dallas. Now the Golden State, I mean, Jimmy Butler. Yeah, I give you that one, bro. That's like right there in the middle. Houston Rockets, nah, I see that game can go probably the game 6 or 7.
Well, what you're sleeping on is the value of Ime Udoka and his defensive strategies. We've seen it.
I know you got love for Ime Udoka. I know that, man. He was your old coach, and I hate the way that Boston got rid of him like that. Real talk. That's I'm being fair.
Well, it's not even about him being the Celtics coach. I just think he's an outstanding coach. But go ahead.
Yeah, that and then, man, like Memphis, man. You know, hey, shout out to Triple J. If he get Defensive Player of the Year, he will get a max contract for $345 if he win Defensive Player of the Year.
You gotta be kidding me.
So
who said that?
Yeah, so
Jaren Jackson Jr.
If he win Defensive Player of the Year, he would get a $345 million contract. So to me now, they're saying that if he does get that, he should be number one. Ja's number 2.
Number one, what?
That, on the team, like he's the number one, the go-to guy. I mean, Ja is like he can't stay on the court. I mean, like it was already talked about trading him. So that was talked about that, and then, but yeah. So I want to see if I really could see them. It's just a different Nuggets, man. I mean, it really is the Nuggets. It really is. That's all I can see. They could give the Lakers some issues. Hello?
No. We're here. I was waiting on Bruce's response.
No,
if AD is available and healthy, if AD is available and healthy, if Sneed,
big
if keep going, keep nice try. Next, who's next?
Yeah,
well, you're talking like we know for sure that he won't be.
Cleveland.
Go ahead, G.
I like Cleveland. I like
What are we
Cleveland.
talking about in the West?
We're in the West.
Ooh,
If that means we beat everybody.
Well, if that speaking of Cleveland, like I know this wasn't on the segment, but the New York Knicks, man, if they keep playing the way they are out the first or the second round again this year. I mean, because like
now we counting games. Okay, stand by.
No.
Not you, Sean. Not you, Sean. I'm talking about opinion stated. All of a sudden, this Utah and Charlotte last week matters, but we don't say that about no other team. That's what I love about y'all. Y'all don't be saying that about no other team. Oh, they lost against this team, that team last week. Come on now, y'all say it all the time. It's 82 games, and all of a sudden, but they lost against Utah and Charlotte.
No,
we show up in big games.
No, but the point that's trying to be made, I've been trying to hold off on this, but I'll say it real quick. The point that's trying to be made here is we were hearing all this from the mainstream media, from Lakers fans, et cetera, not you, but on the whole of, oh man, is it going to work? Was this trade the right thing? Luka, this, that, and the third, right? All of a sudden, y'all win this game, big game, no doubt, nationally televised game against the, the team that had beat you guys 9 straight times. And all of a sudden is, it's rainbows and blue skies and Lakers going to win the championship.
Can we be up?
I'm not saying you said that. No, okay. I'm saying, but this is the vibe we're getting. Don't act like you don't know that. This is the vibe we're getting across the mainstream sports media as well as from Lakers fans this morning. But and Bruce, what we're saying is it's too much. Chill.
Are you surprised it's the Lakers though?
But Bruce, you got that same energy from when everybody was in the mainstream media talking about JJ Redick, and look how he's turning out.
But okay, did you hear what I said earlier? You heard what I said, right?
What you said earlier. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so you heard me give JJ Redick his credit for what he's doing, right? You heard that, right?
Yeah.
I think Transformer missed it, but
absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
So just checking. All right, cool.
Oh, did you give JJ credit?
Now, I know.
I gotta go back and listen to it, man.
Yeah. I got me. Bruce, I don't have no problem doing that, Transformer.
Bruce, Hey, look, man. Even though you give myself, man, we ain't gonna talk about that dude.
Please don't.
Like you talk about the dude from the Wingstop commercial. He's from Texas.
Oh, that dude is terrible. Oh, jeez, horrendous.
Man, everybody from the South to you is terrible.
That's not true. That's not true.
No, no, we're not going to talk about it now. Let's move on. But like G said about Cleveland, man, like Cleveland and Boston. I mean, matter of fact, now Giannis. Mm-hmm. What is the head-to-head matchup between Giannis and Luka? Since that's like the other big man that's in the league, he can play both ends of the court.
I've never looked
Giannis and Luka,
or Giannis and Jokic.
Oh, I'm like, wait, they're not.
Okay. I don't know. But again, Giannis a 4 and Jokic a 5, but I get your point. But I've never actually looked that up. I'm not sure. I'm sure you have. So what is it?
I mean, I haven't looked it up, but you always talk about when Joel
Giannis versus Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
all time.
Yeah,
What's the question all time, bro?
The question really, what are they head-to-head matchup? Because that's like the only big man left that's in the league. He can play the 5 too, so let's keep it real.
This is what you need, Tyler.
Let's see if I can find it here.
15 games versus Embiid.
Jokic is 10-5 over Giannis. So Giannis' average is 25-10. Jokic's average is 23-10. Jokic averaged 8.8 assists when we know he's great at that. Giannis averages 5. Giannis 1.2 steals, Jokic 1.1. Giannis 1.5 blocks, Jokic 0.7. So,
So he's 10-5 against a 2-time MVP and a defensive player of the year. But hey,
can we also keep one other thing in mind? No.
They don't play the same position though.
Hold on. And let's keep this in mind. Let's also keep this in mind. Don't be.
Giannis can play the 5. Come on, y'all.
Also, don't be disingenuous. Giannis didn't become Giannis till like 5 or 6 years ago.
Joker didn't
remember
Joker
that.
neither, Bruce. Come on.
Was he better early than Giannis was? Yes, he was. But go on.
No, he was not.
All right, go on, man. You and your blind Jokic love is crazy to me, but go ahead.
I just want some respect, dog. That's all it is.
I told you he's the best big in the league, right? In a very weak big man era, in a very weak big man league, he's the best big in the league. There you go.
with Giannis in the league too, though. That's not so.
I'm talking about fives, bro. I'm talking about fives.
Giannis can play the 5, Bruce.
Giannis doesn't play the. All right, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay, but anyway, like I said, Gino was talking about the Cleveland Cavs. That was a good game, but how I see the New York Knicks, man, they need some more depth on their bench because they starting 5. He keeps playing them over 40-something minutes, and it's going to wear them out. So today, I am going to watch them actually play Boston. The game comes on at my time at 12, so I got Boston winning tonight. I got Boston winning, taking their game over. But anyway, man, that's all I want to call about, man. Loving the show and
I appreciate it, man. Stop calling and whine about Jokic, man.
Hey, yo, bro. Hey, yo, the same way how you feel about our South music, that's how I'm going to feel about Jokic.
Oh, boy.
I don't even know what that means. But let me take this call, man. I got my man Nino calling, man. All right, brother.
All right.
Nino, what's
Laker
good,
Nation,
Nino?
talk that talk, Laker Nation. I see you in the chat. Hold it down.
What's good, Nino? Long time, man. How you doing? Oh, he hung up. I answered. He hung up. All right. Call back, Nino. Call back. I don't know what happened. Call back, Nino.
Call back, Nino.
Yeah,
You think teams
hear from you?
You think teams
Nino,
are
what's good?
positioning themselves to play against Dallas?
That's a good
Positioning to play against Dallas?
Yeah, you gotta look at your
I think
roster and be
they're
like, all right, how do I stop these guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just
They're gonna be there. They definitely
wait for
there.
the injury to come at this point.
You got to see what's the deal with AD. But Nino, what's good, man?
What's good with y'all, man? How y'all feeling, man?
Maintain it,
going on,
man.
Nino?
It's Sunday morning. It's a beautiful day here in Florida. We having some good hoops talk, man.
Hey, I got a question for you, Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
You and G. Do y'all sure LeBron don't want to be coach? Coaches just ain't coaching in the NBA.
No. He doesn't want to be coached. No, he doesn't want to be coached.
Listen
Absolutely
now,
not.
just hear me out. Hear me out now, bro.
Oh, I thought you were asking. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm asking. Well, hear me out, though. Before you say that, he got 3 coaches that he always get credit to. Now, 2. Ty Lue and Eric Spoelstra. And we know 2 things about now. We know about the run in when he first got there, and before Eric supposed to coach. We know that, but once he coached and Pat Riley laid it down, he said coach. Now he gets all the credit, say he a top coach and Lue. And we heard about Ty Lue. He gonna run his own team. So I say that to say this. Remember in the finals, and I stand by this now more than ever. Just watching Darvin Ham. Remember in the finals when the Heat played the Mavericks and lost. The Mavericks played a zone. They realized they didn't have enough shooting. Spo didn't come back out there the next year with the same offense. He came out there with a whole game plan for the whole season. He changed it up. When the Cavs went down 3-1 to the Warriors, Ty Lue came up with a strategy. Now, it wasn't no strategy when they added KD. Now, we know that. It was Ty Lue changed things. We seen Darvin Ham 2 years back-to-back do the same exact thing. And Transformer just hit it. That's why I'm because I was thinking this, but I wasn't gonna say it. We seen him come out with the same defense 2 years. If you watched it, you know I ain't lying. Let AD go 1-on-1 with Jokic. AD is depending on between him and Bron, he's expected to be the top 1 or 2 scorer on the team. Am I right? So you're gonna ask him to be the top 1 and 2 scorer and turn around and hold the best player on the other team and be able to stop him for the whole game. If you notice what Denver did, they rested Jokic. For a lot of the game, they rested Jokic when AD was in. So they let AD wear himself down. They did it 2 years straight. I watched them like, why? And why didn't they change it up when they had them different bigs? That's why I believe AD really didn't want to play the 5. So what I'm seeing from JJ is he got to actually coach. He's not just sitting there behind AD say, hey, you go hold Jokic and we'll live with it. That's what I've seen. Now, y'all let me know, am I wrong or not?
All right, so let me respond real quick to the first part of that. When it comes to Coach Spo, you said he didn't come back the next year with the same thing. He didn't come back the next year with the same thing because he knew and he saw LeBron's deficiency. We heard LeBron talk about this thing himself when he said, basically how they had to completely remake Chris Bosh, right? How in practice during the summer and during the preseason, they had to tape off the lane and say nobody down the Mack truck lane. Why? Because we know that LeBron has to play a very certain way and he has to make everybody else change to play around him. So Chris Bosh gets relegated to shooting corner threes, right? The Mack truck lane, all of that. So it wasn't a function of Spo had to make minor adjustments. He had to make major adjustments to deal with LeBron's deficiencies as a player. No matter how good LeBron is, we have 22 years now of evidence and film showing that he has to play a certain way and he's got to make other guys play a certain way around him. Ty Lue, I'll give that credit. Ty Lue, I think, is a really great coach, really great X's and O's guys, and we see that based on what he's been able to do with a Clippers roster that has been constantly crippled by injury, right? So I'll give you Ty Lue. The JJ Redick thing, I gave him credit because he's the head coach, and that team is playing good basketball. The team has a good record, so I have to give him credit. But I'm really curious to know. And you heard Snead say it earlier. I think he said that he's got like 7 former head coaches on his coaching staff, so that helps a lot. But I'm also really curious to know how much of this is JJ Redick and how much of this is, let LeBron do his thing and figure it out, right? I'm really curious. I'm not saying JJ Redick's not coaching, but I really would like to know. And unfortunately, unless somebody leaks it, it's something that we'll never know. So,
but what you described though, Bruce, what you described from Spo is coaching. You see what your players can do, and you coach them. You take, hey, Bron ain't the best shooter. I'm a Bron fan. I don't want Bron shooting 53,
right.
shooting threes like he JJ, and even when you throw it to D Wade, I don't want his D Wade taking all them threes when he drives the best. So Chris Bosh, hey, how could the team stop Wade and Bron if Bosh is in the corner and he can knock that three down? Not everybody tried to copy that. Everybody try to play it. Now that's what the NBA messed up in. They try to copy. I don't like that when they.
Agreed. I think every sport is like that. Watch, like in football, you'll see over the next few years, everybody's really going to be trying to, really load up on what they perceive to be dominant or outstanding defensive tackles, so they can try to just do what Philly did. But really, that's just stupid because we know that winning in the trenches has always been the way. But that's a whole different story. So we're not even gonna. Yeah,
they want to spread it out. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what you described is coaching. Now what Darvin Ham did, and I'm not saying it's all his fault. We got to blame Rob Pelinka. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. We got to blame Rob Pelinka. You winning with too big. That's what I'm saying. NBA got some type of, I don't know what it is, like a conspiracy or something. You win this way. You win with too big, and you play Jokic. You let Howard and JaVale rough him up, tire him out. He gonna score. But you change that and make AD play the 5 for most of the whole game. Can y'all explain if you listen, Bruce? If you're successful doing this, why would you change the whole thing and throw away how you won and say, you gonna play this way? This time, AD, you gonna play the 5?
Because LeBron would rather win his way than just win, right? He would rather win his way. And we know that he has a lot of difficulty playing with bigs. We know that. And so to have even just, active body bigs like Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, that takes up space in the paint that LeBron needs, right? Because till that point, his 3-ball wasn't yet reliable, nor was his mid-range. So he still had to be consistently getting to the rim, and having those bigs in the game made things more difficult. Now, with a guy like AD, even when he plays the 5, he's still a stretch 5, right? So he's not taking up that space in the paint that LeBron needed to operate, because again, his 3-ball has greatly increased over the last 2 years, or improved, I should say, as has his mid-range. And so at that time, they said, nah, we can't continue to play like this. If we want to win, but we also have to win the way LeBron wants to win. So, that's what that was.
They won, though. I don't
listen, I'm with you, Nino. I'm with you. But when LeBron says, yo, I want to win my way, right? I want to win my way, you got to listen to him. That's the difference.
I don't know about that. I think that was DM, and I don't know.
I agree.
They got rid of them folks.
I agree.
I don't know about that. I can't see Bron. Bron want to get Jordan anyway. He ain't gonna get MJ. I don't think he's gonna get Kobe.
Never.
I don't think it really matters. I think now when y'all say he want to be the MVP, I believe that now. That's just human nature. So I'm not saying y'all wrong when he try because he get in the finals. LeBron to lose it trying to win the MVP in the finals now. I can get there. I mean, y'all let me. What you think, Transformer G? What you think about adjustments? Did you see? I heard Transformer say it a while ago. Did you see what JJ did? He actually coached in crowded Jokic. Why haven't the best player? Why haven't you done that? What did you do to the best players on teams? Why is it this year for that to happen? I don't know. It's crazy.
Actually, we done it twice. But what do we know? Huh? We showed how to beat Jokic twice. We showed how to beat Jokic.
Yeah.
We showed how to beat him twice.
But they went away from it though.
Yeah, that not getting Dwight Howard back and JaVale, like that was weird energy for me in our front office. Like I was like, okay, what are we doing? We got rid of the players that gave Denver the most problems. Like I didn't understand that. I did not understand that. I'm still to this day trying to figure that out. Like we knew how to stop Jokic, but then now the last 2 years we're looking at, dang man, how do we stop Jokic? Duh, you did it. What are you doing? What do you mean? How do you stop Jokic? We had the formula. Y'all threw it away. You threw it away. So
threw it away. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, well, I'm gonna say this though, G. I think Bruce. I don't think Denver is the biggest no more because if JJ gonna play that style, and Bruce been saying that it's a way to defend Jokic. So now if they gonna play that style with multiple defenders, they got a chance to beat the Nuggets. Now if the Mavs get healthy, and there's one more team with quick guards, might have been I'm thinking Minnesota. That might be I think the challenge with transfers because Luka and AR will have to play man D against real quick guards. And you ain't got AD back there no more. So,
we're switching up wings though.
Think about that.
We got wings to throw at him. I don't think we necessarily need to stop what's his name? Anthony Edwards. We don't need to stop him. Make everybody else beat him. Make everybody else do it. Because we got somebody. The thing about what we have now, we have somebody that can match what your best player can do. Your best player, okay, he's going to get 30. Okay, Luka, go get 30. Who is your second guy? Who's your second option? Because our second option is 40 years old, giving folks 25. We have an option. He can go get a bucket. He can play make. He can do everything in transition. He can shoot. Not saying he's a shooter, but streaky shooter. He can knock down a shot. Who's your second option that's going to match him? Right? Then we get to your third option. Austin Reeves, quad as kept, has been balling this year. He's taking a step.
He's been balling this year, but like
there's no but. What's the but?
Damn,
what's the but?
Calm down, Laker fan. No, the but is it comes down to the fit with Luka and LeBron. That's what I'm saying. That's what the but is. Nobody's saying that he has not been balling this year. I'm saying it comes down to the fit. So we'll see if that continues.
Hey, I feel good. Not Transformer. Hey, I think Bruce Transformer broke it down. He sound good. Now might be a good year.
I mean, of course, he's a Laker fan. So,
like I said, we're still working the kinks. We're still trying to figure it out. We got plenty of time. We got two of the best minds in basketball. Two of the best, not the best. Two of the best minds in basketball who've been to the top. That's the key that I don't think a lot of people are looking at. Not Jokic. Doncic just got out of the finals. LeBron has been in the finals about half his career. So he's been in situations to where we get into the fourth quarter, we need to have those guys to make the decisions to get us over the hump, right? We have that. Now do we have the defensive pieces to now hold your guys at bay or at least be able to match? We got that. That's what I'm saying. We are contenders because there's nobody in the Western Conference that you can definitively say, like, okay, 4 out of 7, they're gonna blow us out. It's gonna be a 4-1 series or something like that. There's nobody in the Western Conference you can say that because matchup wise, we got to go back to matchups because that's what it comes to in the fourth quarter. Who's matching up against the big names, the big guys? the big threats in the fourth quarter. You got to match those guys. What is Memphis gonna match up against us like that? With Ja by himself? Who Houston gonna have the matchup against us like that? All that team ball go out the way. Them lights get bright in the playoffs. That's a young team. That's a very, very young team. We're talking the playoffs. We're not talking this regular season. We're talking the playoffs. OKC ran into the same problem last year. We said it last year. OKC is very, very young. They're very good, but they're young. They don't have any playoff experience. And what happened to them? They got in the playoffs and they couldn't do anything to stop Doncic. They're like, dang, we don't have the guy to match that. We can't match that. All that team stuff, that age, the experience, all of that stuff matters in the playoffs. Houston don't got nobody.
But you gotta wait. So OKC, we can't look at them and say they have the experience of going to the semis last year, and that this year that could make them better if they're healthy. We can't look at it and say that. We can't just look at it and say, okay, they lost, so they don't have the experience. They're not a threat. See what I'm saying?
I didn't say they wasn't a threat. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. That's
right.
Using my words. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just saying I used that OKC piece for Houston because we gave that to OKC last year. The age, no experience, but we're saying Houston is gonna do that to the Lakers. No, we have to be fair. We have to be fair. Young team, up and rising, absolutely. We've seen them go on 7-8 game losing streak during the season, so we've seen that they're like, okay, a little young. They can go through these stints. That can happen in the playoffs, right? OKC. What I'm saying about OKC is we have the guy that bested them last year that already figured them out, right? Then we add in LeBron James, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and our defenders to just fly around and wreak havoc for SGA and whoever your second piece is going to be to apply some scoring. We have answers. That's what I'm saying. I'm not screaming championship. I'm not screaming none of that. Yeah, I'm not screaming championship. I'm saying from the start of the season, before the season started, the conversation was the Lakers did nothing in the offseason. Fair. Lakers couldn't do anything with D'Angelo Russell. Fair. LeBron is getting older. Fair. AD stays hurt. Fair. Everything everybody was saying before the season started was fair. Me personally, I think I had them I had them finishing anywhere between I think it was like 4 to 6, and somewhere in that range as far as the Western Conference, because I couldn't figure out a reason to put us in the upper echelon with these other teams, right? So far, we've been answering those bells. We've been answering that. Now, what's the reasoning now for saying that we can't challenge any of those teams? We said Memphis. We saw what we can do to Memphis 2 years ago. Right? Like they don't when they get in the playoffs, they rely on Ja so heavily that he either wears himself out or he gets himself hurt. Then all of a sudden now we're asking Ja Morant to go out there and get switched on Luka Doncic. Please don't do that. You don't have Dylan Brooks no more to be that defender to slow down LeBron. You got rid of Marcus Smart, your other defender, to try to slow down anybody. So defensively, who y'all stopping? Luka or LeBron? Who's going to guard him? Right? I'm saying we can match up very, very well against anybody in the West. That's what I'm saying. We can match up.
Okay. Hey, Bruce.
What's up, man?
Is this like an example of what you were talking about as far as why you got to take MJ over the Bs, like the wings over the Bs, because they can control the game? Because AD is like the top B. Why is it different? It feels different. I ain't gonna lie, it feels different.
When you're talking,
because they can control the ball, like control the game more?
Because in back in the day and in more traditional basketball, like more traditional positions and all that, a big generally needs a wing or a guard to get them the ball. You know what I'm saying? Versus, a guard can have it from the beginning. Like, while he wasn't a point guard, you could theoretically give Jordan an inbounds and he could take it all the way down the floor, get into the triangle, make a decision, or he could take it and score, right? A big almost never is going to be able to do that. And I think that's why people are so crazy about Jokic, is because he can do that. But again, like, there's ways to deal with that. It's just a coaching thing.
But his defense
atrocious. No, it's not atrocious. It's non-existent. Go ahead.
I said, I'm gonna let y'all go, but I appreciate the insight, man. Hey, I feel good about it, Transform.
hey, optimistic, baby.
All right, brother. Great call from Nino. Great call. All right. Let's go on and okay, let's get Laker Nation. Laker Nation, what's good, man?
Man, you know I got to call in, man. You can't have a good conversation without me.
What you got, man?
All right. I pulled up the schedule here from March, which is what I wanted to touch on.
Nice schedule.
Currently, right now, we're at number 5 in the West. Next game we have on Tuesday is the Mavericks in LA. Then we have a back-to-back with the Clippers. Then the Pelicans. Oh yeah, I just skipped over the Timberwolves game, right?
Okay, gotcha. Tracking.
Yeah, we got back-to-back with the Clippers. Pelicans. We got the Knicks again. Then we got Bruce's Celtics in Boston. Can't wait for that one. Then we got one of those sleeper games in the middle with the Nets that based on our track record, we usually lose those games.
We lose dumb games.
Yeah, because that game is in the middle between the back-to-back between the Bucks and the Nuggets on the road. So then we got the Suns at home then we got to travel from Denver back to LA to play the Suns. Then we got to travel. Then we got 3 home games with the Suns, Spurs. Then we got the back-to-back again at home with the Nuggets and Bucks. All right, this schedule is insane for March.
It's tough. It's almost like a back-to-back with Milwaukee, Denver, and Phoenix because we played Denver Friday night, got a fly to Phoenix, and we play them afternoon Sunday. Yeah, that's tough. I'm assuming somebody can sit out.
Yeah. April was favorable to close out. We still got the Thunder. We got we got that stretch where we got the Thunder back to back. Then you got the Mavs right after in Dallas, the game everybody wants to see. Then we close it out with the Rockets and the Trailblazers. So the main schedule is not favorable, but we wouldn't have it any other way.
I like it because it at least gives us the opportunity. We're facing Memphis, Houston, Golden State, OKC, Dallas, Denver, all in the same month. Now we're really going to see the matchup between the teams that are opposing us, right? That's what I like about it. It's definitely going to be a good 6-7 games, I believe, is how many we play against those teams. So that's going to be good to look at.
We got a monster schedule to close out this season. But hey, what better way to get you playoff ready? Going up against playoff too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We about to see how good JJ really is. He wants to scheme and game plan and because I'm pretty sure, if they're smart coaches, I know they see that gauntlet coming up and strategize accordingly.
Who would y'all like to see first round?
Who would we like to see? Yeah, I'll take anybody.
I would like to see.
Man, that's hella cocky, man. That's hella cocky.
No, I'm just saying I would take. At this point, I'll take anybody.
Okay.
Because I feel confident that we can match up well against anybody.
I would like to see no play.
Rockets.
I mean, who we're not going to play OKC, so that's a wash. We're not going to play probably either Memphis, so that's a wash. So I mean anybody else. I mean, I like us against the field against anybody else because we're not playing them in the first round. They're probably going to finish above us we're probably going to finish 3rd, 4th, or 5th. So at that point, that eliminates OKC. That eliminates Memphis. But I like us against everybody else.
Way it's looking, if it stays the way it is, it looks like Houston. If it stays the way it is, but we'll see. As long as we don't we stay out the play-in.
I don't think we have a chance of being in the play-in. It will take an injury for us to get in the play-in.
But as of right now, they still figuring out what how to get this thing to work. We all know this ain't the final product. It's, we still got a few pieces away to be to be championship contenders. I still think we're like in the buying phase right now.
Okay.
We're trying to get a couple more pieces. But however, the Transformer, you're gonna like this comment. Well, that's just say as much as they hate to admit it, is how much they respect our Lakers to even have this on their damn mind. Because the Lakers is constantly stay on everybody's mind for some strange reason if we're not that damn good.
Yeah, I love it.
I don't get it. But these comments though that we get, Transformer, it don't bother me. I like, okay. I've been a Lakers fan for damn near 30 plus 40 years. We go through this every year. Y'all suck. Y'all not gonna beat this team. Then when we beat them, it's like, oh, y'all got lucky. We'll see what y'all gonna do in the finals. Y'all gonna get whacked in the finals. Then we lose. Then if we end up losing, say I told you so. Y'all in stress. You was in the finals. Where was your squad at?
Welcome to being a Notre Dame fan. Carry on.
Oh man, shut up with all that Notre Dame crap.
Okay.
Shut up with all that Notre Dame.
Mad
We gonna talk
your
after
boys.
the ball.
They're not the same boat though.
I'm getting tired of these subtle jabs you throwing my way, bro.
By throwing no subtle jabs, no way,
I'm gonna have to take a trip to Jacksonville. Man, you keep making these subtle jabs every time I call.
Nobody throwing no subtle jabs, man.
You always bring a Notre Dame plug up in here, man.
Hey, man.
Like, we got beef or something? What's up, bro?
Finish your call, man.
Oh, now I'll finish my call. You're going to take a Notre Dame jab at me then. Like,
it wasn't a jab. It was just a comment. How was it a jab? I just said, welcome
man,
to being.
Every time I call, you bring in, you throw a. Last time I called, it was a Notre Dame USC jab, and you start a whole different conversation in the chat.
It wasn't a jab. You brought up something, man. What you want me to say, man?
You have motherfuckers over here talking about the West Coast is soft and have me about to go off on everybody. You did that.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
Oh my! Nobody was talking about the West Coast is soft.
You did You, that's how I said, man. You're taking all these jabs at me, man.
Nobody taking jabs, man. You made a very specific point about how you feel the Lakers don't get treated fairly in certain situations. I heard what you said, but I'm saying welcome to our life. But go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I didn't say that. I said we go through this every single year. So I take it in stride because that Lakers is on everybody's mind, everybody's arena.
Just like the
Lakers play in. Half of the crowd is is room for the Lakers. So we everywhere. We everywhere. We everywhere. So but anyway,
yeah.
As I was saying, that was for my boy Transformers. Like, don't go back and forth with these people, man. That's saying we don't have to defend LA, man. We don't we already are solidified. There's no reason to defend it.
Yep, I can't wait for the matchups.
We just wait for the games to come. You know what I'm saying? The proof's in the pudding. They're just gonna say what they want to say. We just smoked them last night. You know. Then of course we don't have no identity. Okay. So we'll see. You know, they want to see us lose all these games and drop out of the playoffs. That's what everybody wants to see. So we have proven. JJ has proven so far that he can do a competent job as a coach.
He has, and that's fair.
So we'll see. So we'll see going forward. We got this gauntlet of the schedule. We're gonna see what adjustments he makes, how we finish the season. We still got, I think that's what, two. I think I saw 2 or 3 more with Denver. No, 2 more, and they both back to back. So we got Giannis coming up. You know, Giannis always beating the bully and Bron. So we
They be lost.
reason why I laughed is because the last time we played them, my god brother sent me a video. He put a clip of Giannis owning Braun the last time we played him last year. You know, the chase down blocks, the dunks on him, and all that shit. I thought he was why I laughed.
Bo, no, that's good though, man. That's good though. I like it, man. I like the way we are. Like I said, I think the end all be all for me and you. The job's not finished as far as, you know, us figuring it out. But what I'm saying is, like I said, the matchup is there. The optimism to be able to beat these guys in the Western Conference is there, right? And I think that's fair to say. I'm not saying it. You're not saying it. You know what I mean? The folks that are saying, oh, championship, that's crazy. That's just crazy talk way too soon. But to be optimistic that, looking at what we have and say that we can't match up against anybody in this Western Conference just isn't fair. And I think, you know what I'm saying, that's just where I'm at on it. I'm not going to go back and forth on these comments about identity and stuff. Come on, man. Like, throw that, whatever. Identity. Bye. I don't. That identity crap never mattered in the last what? It's about matchups.
Yeah. I don't go back and forth with all that either. Either that's a hearsay. That's your opinion. There's no identity or whatever, but. You know, we're supposed to be not going to have defense, but our defensive rating is top 5 for 2025. And that's even without AD there. That's with no defense, Luka, and the wings that we got. It's called putting a balanced team together, which casual fans don't seem to understand. So that's what casual fans don't seem to understand that. Yeah. Lakers are going to be fine. They can adjust and beat anybody. We got the offensive firepower that people got to understand they have to defend that too. You know, as much crap as we give LeBron because of his antics, they still have to worry about him. As much as, you know, we talk crap about Luka don't play defense, they still got to worry about him. You know, and they get everybody involved. And then you got AR-15 coming up here giving buckets now too. So Dalvin Connect can still, you know, you leave him open in the corner, he can still hit about 2 or 3 threes in that corner. You still got shooters. And then you got bruisers out there that can switch and overcompensate and defend. So it just depends on who the lineup you put out there. Man, I'm not even about to go into all that. We have we can beat anybody because we've proven, even with the old roster.
What do you think is your biggest?
In the 5th seed, if we haven't beat quality teams, we wouldn't be in the 5th seed.
What do you think is your biggest need?
Who is our what?
What is your biggest need? Like you said, y'all can beat anybody, but I'm sure you look at your team and say, you know what, If I was another team, I would attack this, right? I know your bigs aren't there for you guys. What do you think is the biggest need? Like going against, let's say Dallas, for instance, right, with AD going crazy. Do you think that you guys got the personnel to kind of beat a Dallas? I know y'all was talking about it earlier, but in terms of like just y'all been doing a really, really good job this month, right? But like if I look at the vulnerabilities that's there, like AD is probably going to try to give y'all that work.
Was that to me or him?
That's to him. Is that the dude that dunked on him? Yo,
it's the forklift driver. Okay, I was wondering if that's who it was. Okay,
that's the dude that banged on it.
That helps. I was like, I don't even know who that is, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you. I didn't even know who that was. The forklift driver. Jesus Christ.
First, we gotta see if AD is gonna come back.
Oh my gosh!
It's gonna be.
Dallas is literally trying to.
I'm gonna say this. You know, we get caught up on the superstar matchups and everything. It's about the scheme. It's about the adjustment. It's about the X's and O's and down there. If you just look at the matchup, you say, "Oh yeah, AD's gonna have a field day. I think he's gonna go 40 and 15 the whole damn series." And it's a cakewalk for them, but it's all scheming. It's all scheming.
Yeah, true. I like it, but you know what? Hey, Laker Nation.
But see, I'm not one of these closed-minded fans. I actually do respect our opponents.
No, absolutely, for sure.
Albert Jason Kidd, man, he's doing a hell of a job with that squad.
Mm-hmm.
Even with all the injuries.
Do you know why?
Do you know why? They still gonna be a factor.
Yeah, because he's actually allowed to coach them. That's why. He actually can run real offense and really coach them. That's the difference.
Okay. All right, Bruce. Laker Nation, let's do this. We're about to jump into this next topic, and we're going to allow you to come back because a lot of this is actually part of the third topic. So let's put a pin in this conversation, and we're going to wrap up with you when we wrap up this third topic. Sound cool?
Like, so I'm not going to say anything about us being the second seed. Like,
say what?
Y'all got people leaving the chat. I just say nothing about being the second seed.
Put a pin in it. 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 We're going to respond to him later, all right?
All right.
All right, bro.
All right. Laker Nation always with the I don't know, always with the passion for the purple and gold. Man.
Hey, man, you got to have passion. Hey, listen, we be allowing G to wreak havoc about them Ravens. Okay? Allow us to have our moment as Laker fans. Okay?
You know what, man? I gotta tell you guys something, man. I gotta find me a goddamn NBA team so I can so it just don't end football season for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm stuck here, bro. Like I'm stuck.
Oh my goodness.
I'm stuck. All I got is Justin Tucker and freaking Justin Tucker news and freaking
that's kind of sad. Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Man, I gotta find an NBA team, man. I'm shop around this year and make my decision.
We're gonna go live on the Patreon to talk about Justin Tucker, man, because this is just wild, bro. We'll get on the Patreon.
Yeesh.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, you don't want to talk about this on YouTube.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're trying to keep the show rolling, man. We're trying to keep the show rolling.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of keeping the show rolling, let's move to that and let's go to the final topic today. I thought this was going to be a shorter show today. Guess not. Should have known, man, dealing with you Laker people, what was going to happen. Anyway,
first of all, that sounded like a team racist. You people.
Racist.
Racist.
Oh my goodness. All right. So Luka's Lakers, man. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. I'm sorry. So anyway, Luka's Lakers, man. So this is the big thing here, right? Obviously, they got the big win last night. They being the Lakers. Luka Doncic had his best game as a Laker. And now all of a sudden, as you can see with the Laker fans here in the chat and both on the panel, all of a sudden everything is, we got the rocket ship taking off apparently. And my take was always that we were going to have a lot of problems here because LeBron and Luka not good together, right? Two guys that need the basketball. And to that point, Luka, has not had well, it's only been 4 games, so let's make sure we keep that energy. It's only been 4 games, and it was just the other day when I think I was telling Transformer, it's only been 3 games. That was obviously prior to the Nuggets game. I'm like, we gotta give it time at the very least till the end of the season, and then probably let's see what happens in the playoff run, right? But it's so funny that some of the same people, Lakers fans included, who were complaining that it wasn't a right fit and this, that, and the third. Right, all of a sudden, Luka has this big game, and well, now we hear all this nonsense. But it is what it is. So
repeat that, please.
Repeat what?
Repeat what you just said. What was the fit?
No,
it was a bad fit.
No, I'm getting there. So I was saying, you had some Lakers fans, you had a lot of people in the mainstream media, you had myself who still believe that it's not a good fit with Luka and LeBron together, right? I mean, when have you ever seen two such ball dominant players on the same team in NBA history have any real success, right? I still don't believe it's going to work. So I still don't believe LeBron is good playing without the ball. And we can say, he caught an alley from Luka. Okay, yeah, he went backdoor. Great. Oh, he caught an outlet from Luka. Okay, I mean, that's basketball 101, right? Grab the rebound, grab the defensive rebound, turn to look and see if you got somebody leaking, then hit him with an outlet. Like, I don't know that that's some amazing thing. Like, we're seeing these guys really work well in concert in the half court together. That's what I'm talking about when I say these guys not necessarily working. So let me ask you this, Transformer. Let me keep it a buck. Take your Laker fandom off for a second. Do you really and truly believe? Obviously, you can't really take it off, but do you really and truly believe? No, I'm saying take it off as in just objective analysis.
I was just being funny, bro.
That two guys who play the way they have for their entire career, that's really going to work?
Yes,
to a high level.
Because we had the same conversation about Luka and Kyrie last year. We had the same conversation.
But real quick, I think that's different because we saw that Kyrie can play without the ball because LeBron forced him to do it in Cleveland. So, like, we know that can be done. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, if you look at last night's game, it was most of the game, LeBron didn't have the ball. So it was Austin Reeves and it was Luka Doncic. The rotation is how we're going to get both of them the ball. And this is what I was keying on last night. The rotation on which and how much LeBron and Luka are going to be on the floor. You get in with LeBron,
right?
Let's see how that works.
Right.
So JJ Redick right now is trying to find that trio of, like, it could be Luka, Bron. Okay, that's for a very small moment. Luka, Reeves, go. Bron, Reeves, go. All right, allowing a fresh pair of legs because Reeves has shown this year he can handle the ball in his hands. He's capable of taking over games, knocking down shots, and facilitating. Now JJ Redick's mind is going off like, okay, now I just need to figure out the other 3 pieces and who fits better with who, because I can have this revolving door of 2 of those players can stay on the floor at all times, right? And I can keep the offense moving. Defensively, I'm rotating Denny Finney-Smith, Rui Hachimura, Vanderbilt, Benson. Right. Like I said, Goodwin has been a shocker for me. He's been playing extremely well, playing off the wing. Now let's see what I can do with these other 5 guys, with Jackson Hayes being at the 5, playing some minutes at the 5. So that's how I see this is where JJ Redick is really going to have to put that hat on. Like, okay, now what is the rotation going to be like? Because you're going to have to stagger them. I don't see them playing a lot of minutes together until we get to the end of that game.
Have you noticed I had no objection to anything you said just now? Have you noticed that? because that's exactly what I thought. Now I'll get back to some more of my thoughts, but G, man, where are you on this Luka LeBron fit, 2 Super Bowl dominant guys, and how you think it can work? Do you agree with what Transformer said, that it's all about lineups or almost like a platoon system? Where are you with that?
I think it's gonna be some growing pains. Like they matched up really well. Was able to do what they wanted to do against Denver, who was struggling yesterday. But what is that going to happen in other matchup situations where, if you look at how Celtics was able to exploit Luka, like his teams are going to start to adapt to what they're trying to do. And do you want LeBron to be that ball dominant guy that takes over games, or do you want to create a rift, right, where you start isolating guys? And so I think when I look at like the Lakers and JJ Redick as a coach who's doing a really, really good job. I mean, he did a really, really good job with the Nuggets. I'm actually watching. I'm interested. I want to see what's going to happen. I can't tell the future, but I would say if I was playing, I would want to play against a hot LeBron. I mean, I would rather play against a hot LeBron than a hot Luka. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. I would rather have to defend against that guy because Luka, we know he's a freaking.
He go insane.
Yes.
Yeah. When he start cursing at you, you got a problem. Man. Yeah, you got a problem. He started cursing.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck out of here. Like, oh shit,
is the all-time leading scorer for a reason, and he can go off too. But man, when Luka you don't want that.
Yeah. And you won't have those games where both of them are clicking, man. Like, it's just a matter of time. Like you said, Transform. They're just trying to figure out how these pieces work best together. It's if you're a Lakers fan, I think you're in good shape going into the playoffs. You're in good shape.
Optimistic, yes.
Yeah, you're in good shape, especially considering no one saw this happening. No one saw Luka coming. No one saw Luka coming to the Lakers. No one saw this team turning around. Like I honestly didn't think y'all was gonna make the playoffs at the beginning of the year. You call me a hater. I don't care what you call me, but looking at that that team last year, beginning of the year to now, it's scary. They're getting scary, man. And like I was asking Laker Nation, like, what are some of the vulnerabilities? Like, how do you get better, with a team like that? Because you gotta constantly work on getting better. And some of these coaches, they're gonna pin your dominant hand behind you, and they're gonna exploit you. And so, let's talk about those things, right? We can talk about the good things all day long. Like, they clicking. Reeves clicking. When do you bring the heater? What do you call them? The toaster? Connect. What's his name?
Oh, Connect 4.
Oh, yeah.
Connect 4. Yeah, that's short. Like, when do
that's
you
been kind of weird since the trade. Since the trade, it's been kind of weird. Having him there, he's like,
sure they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out.
He played last night, but it was in garbage time. It was just like,
that's a tough spot for him. That's more minutes gone because of Luka. But I mean, you can't obviously start. You can't give Dalton Connect minutes at Luka's expense, obviously.
But in a sense, I would hope that all of the coaching, because a lot of people don't know, we got a lot of great coaches on our staff. Like,
remember I said that earlier. That was I didn't even realize till Sneed told me earlier in this show. Those guys the Lakers have 7 former head coaches on their staff.
Damn, I know it was that many, but we got some great coaches on the staff, and I'm pretty sure
JJ put together a good coaching staff to help him, knowing that he's a rookie head coach.
Yeah, like that's for sure, like rookie head coach. Period. The man didn't coach anything, right? But I would hope, and this is just it's a quick piece. I would hope that the coaches on the staff are talking to him like, "Yo, Dalton, you're a rookie. And you have a great year, right? You're a rookie. But now we went from building for the future.
We got a chance.
We have a chance right now. So let's go ahead and put the guys in that have been here, done that we can figure out defensively, offensively, get these guys to work. And as the future holds, you're a part of that future. It's just like we're in that part of the season where we need to have a solidified game plan.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so real quick, young disciple, we got to stop this, man. We got to the disingenuousness got to stop. 24 points is dominating. I saw another headline online. Bronny has a monster game.
Bronny had 24. He had 24.
Yeah, 24 last night.
Been balling in the G League.
Young disciple says he dominated. Some other headline said he had a monster game. I'm like, come on, can we stop with the damn hyperbole? Yes, he had a good game. That's
he's been balling over there though.
All right, but anyway, let's get back to this particular topic. So, Luka's Lakers, right? So, what I wanted to say, Transformer. Here's the deal: nobody doubted that Luka can play. We all know that. Nobody doubts LeBron can still play. We all know that. My biggest argument has been, how are they going to do it together, which is the exact same thing that you just broke down and explained to me. Because if you look at it, right, like just even in the B-roll that I showed earlier, how many of those plays, right? Because we know Luka's a guy who needs to have the ball in his hands to get in rhythm, get in his bag. When LeBron is on the floor and he got the ball, you notice Luka, for the most part, is just standing around.
Yeah.
Remember I said that before he even got to the Lakers, right? That Luka's a guy, when he doesn't have the ball, he's just kind of standing around, not doing a lot, right? We know that LeBron, yes, sometimes he can find it to cut back door and catch an ollie. And other times he gets out in transition. Cool. But if you look and if you're honest, a lot of times when he doesn't have the ball, what's he doing, Transformer? I'm not even going to say anything. When he doesn't have the ball,
sometimes occasionally cutting to the basket. But
and I just said that. But most of the time, if we're real, he's standing around when he doesn't have the ball. So this is what I mean when I say he's not great without the ball. Like, that's not me trying to hate or me having a personal issue with LeBron. That's me watching basketball. So even still, you watch the highlights that we played without the B-roll earlier from the game last night. A lot of that stuff Luka was doing was when LeBron was where? Not on the floor. Okay. Damn, my bad. Not on the floor, right? Almost knocked this over, Jake.
Hey, y'all ever seen LeBron set a pick?
Yeah, LeBron sets picks. He screens. He does. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say he does. No, he doesn't. He sets screens. but no, the problem is, in all seriousness, like when it comes to it, and this is what I've been saying, like, these are two guys that don't really know what to do without the ball, not because they're not smart ball players, not because they're not talented ball players, but because they've had the ball in their hands their entire basketball lives, right? Yeah. And so the biggest issue for me is now there's going to be times they're going to have to both be on the floor together. And realistically, you got two Hall of Fame talents, obviously one guaranteed, first ballot, and another who looks like he's on that path.
Definitely going to be.
Well, he might be there already. 5 straight first team All NBAs. He might be there already. But the point I'm trying to make is, right, you have those type of talents, but the problem is they're almost the exact same player. They play the exact same way. How do you not have them on the floor in your most crucial moments? That's what JJ and those other coaches are going to have to figure out. They're going to have to find a way, especially when LeBron has the ball, for Luka to be involved without it. Less so vice versa, because LeBron has learned over 22 years, okay, I can't always, I got to do something, right? But for the most part, he's not a guy that's great without the ball. So that's the point I've been trying to make. People try to play it like, oh, I hate LeBron, I got issue with this, that. No. I've just been watching all this time, right? Let's be real. Let's be real. That's not me taking a shot. So anyway, that's my biggest point. And so when we watch, we say, okay, that's going to be interesting. Now, here's the other thing, right? You see the name of this particular topic, Luka's Lakers, right? Now my question becomes, because it's being
pass it.
Huh?
When does he pass it over to Luka?
No, my question is, everybody's super excited about the future. Has Luka ever said that I want to be here? Do we even know? Do we have any idea for sure? Because it's being reported that Luka's not necessarily all in on signing the extension, and I hope he does.
But it's so early, though.
Yeah,
but he still has a couple of years left on his deal.
No, it'd be this summer. It'll be this summer that
he's a Laker next year, regardless.
No, he can leave after this.
The next season, not the following season, the year after this, he's still under contract. That option doesn't kick in until 2 years ago.
Extension, though, right?
2027, not 2026.
Let me see. I actually got this article up right now, and it says, let's see, this is from the Sporting News, and the headline is Luka Doncic predicted to favor team up with $244 million superstar over signing extension with the Lakers. Now, I take that with a grain of salt. People write headlines for a reason, right? To get you to look at it. But it says it's not clear that Luka Doncic is set on staying with the Los Angeles Lakers and that the Lakers' top priority is to re-sign him. So I say all that to say,
his player option doesn't kick in until 26 to 27.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's for sure a Laker next year. He has to play.
He can opt out right now.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he can opt out. Yeah.
26. Yeah, he can opt out.
Think about it. That's why he was set to go get that 345 in Dallas, right? He can opt out after this. That's what I'm so the point I'm trying to make, and I'm not saying that he's going anywhere. I don't want to say that. What I'm saying is the Laker Nation, not this Laker Nation, but the Laker Nation appears to be very, very confident and almost guaranteeing like the next 10 years is set because he'll be there. And I'm like, you don't know that. Now, most stars will stay in LA, right? Once they kind of get into the LA life and, all that. But
and they got a Slovenian community out there. They're going to make that boy feel at home. Yeah,
but also you coming from Texas, no state income tax. Now you going to Cali and you losing about 20% of that thing. That's a big one. And I'm not saying
who's over there right now.
Who's over where?
Who's in LA?
LeBron. Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna hook that man up.
Oh, with the accountants and all that stuff?
Oh, they gonna hook that media, everything. They hooking that man up. Hey man, you lost property taxes. We about to double that shit. We got you. No, I got you. You next. I got you. Come on. I'm pretty sure they got an answer for that.
Cycle. Yeah. So even if he doesn't sign the extension, he is a Laker next season.
No, absolutely. The option is for 26-27.
Okay.
Yeah, so he has to play next year regardless. If he can opt out now, he would still have to play for us next year.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. All right, good stuff. Young disciple, thanks again for that, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, so at the end of the day, man, my whole point here is that, here's my next question. I was about to wrap it up, but my next question, and then I'll wrap it up for sure, is, and I keep saying this, let's say Luka starts going off, right? Mm-hmm. And he's doing his thing while LeBron is on the bench. And I keep asking this question. Nobody wants to do it, but we know all great men have great egos. Can LeBron's ego handle that? That's the big question. Or will he, not deliberately, but will he self-sabotage for the sake of him being the man and him getting the credit? We know how this dude rolls. We know that.
I don't believe only a question.
I honestly don't.
He can answer.
Well, I'm asking you what you think about it. Obviously, none of us are in the man's head. Pause. We can't make the definitive statements. I'm asking y'all what you think about it. Do you believe, both of y'all, based on what you've seen over the last 22 years, that his ego will allow for, let's say, Luka to really take over and be the guy? Oh, okay, Laker Nation. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I don't know. I think it depends on if they win it or not. Like if they winning with Luka, Luka's carrying the team. I think that's all LeBron is really caring about right now is just winning.
You think so? Because if they win
after 40, I would think so.
But if they win and he's not the guy, right?
LeBron is going to find a way to put his imprint on it. LeBron is going to find a way to put his imprint on it. You saw that 35-point game? I did it.
Yeah.
I think if anything, it can look like an Anthony Davis, almost similar to Shaq and Kobe. We give Shaq so much praise, but Kobe was matching them damn near point for point. Like they were A and B.
You know I'm all about that. You know I am. I've always said
no way there's no Shaq and Kobe on that team. No.
That's
no. I'm talking about like how we view. Like my bad. That was a. I knew about. Yeah, thank you. I'm not saying that. Sorry, bro. Hell no, not saying that. Not saying that. I'm saying how we view like who was the man, and who was this? Like a lot of Kobe fans, stuff like that. Like, Scotty and Mike. You know what I mean? Another great compare. Like you needed both of them. You know what I mean? Similar to how we viewed LeBron and AD. LeBron got MVP, but we're like, man, AD was busting folks' ass that season that they won the championship, right?
Yeah, hit the game winner right in the bubble.
Hit one of the game winners in the bubble. Yes, absolutely. He yelled Kobe when he said it, right?
There you go.
And the thing is, like, I think like LeBron at this juncture of his career, not because I'm not him, so I can't talk for him. I think he can be cool with that. He's gonna be cool with that. Like, okay, Luka perhaps may get the MVP. But I'm still putting up 25 to do so at 4.
Yeah, he should at least be able to get his assist up.
You hear me?
LeBron has always been considered a facilitator.
Oh, okay.
He's always been considered a facilitator.
Y'all go ahead, keep it moving, guys.
Be able to put what's the Transformer talking about?
I think he said his headphones died. Yeah, no, he's always been a facilitator, as is Luka, but go ahead.
No, that's what I was saying. That at this stage, he should be able to, facilitate more, right? Mm-hmm. And need it. Like when the question should be, who takes the final shot? That's the question. Like, who takes the final shot? Like, who takes the final shot? I think that's going to be the biggest question. Is LeBron going to allow Luka to come in, game on the line, and he take over the game and win? I don't know, man. That's we will not get finals. Yep. See, that's
But
what
here
I'm
we
saying.
go. But exactly, young disciple. That's kind of where we're going. But what if Luka just kills and LeBron clearly isn't it? Like, there's a legitimate argument that Anthony Davis should have had finals or MVP in the bubble, right? Not saying that LeBron didn't do his thing, but like, this is the type of stuff that we're talking about. And
That's
again,
the
it's no
stage
shot at LeBron, but yeah, go ahead.
No, that's the stage for passing the torch. I think that's the stage for passing the torch. We'll know if the torch was passed if Luka's taking the final shot. If JJ's dialing it up for Luka, we know that the torch has been passed.
Hang on one second. I'm checking something.
Yeah, cool, yeah, that's my 2 cents. That's what I believe. Because the Alpha going to take the final shot. I don't care. And you got two players who, I mean, damn near uncheckable in the eyes of a lot of fans. And so, which one do you go with? It doesn't matter. Like, it's not like the Golden State where Steph is taking that final shot.
Right.
That's not it. It's unclear.
Right. Yeah. Oh man. And that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm like, this whole thing is kind of. Again, I guess it's just it's left to be seen. But that was one of my biggest things where I had concerns about this whole thing when it happened, and I'm still unsure about when it could work. So
I had to go find my cord, guys. My headphones died on me. All right. Where we at on this? I'm sorry, guys. Can you hear me?
No, we were just wrapping up the topic.
Yeah, but the thing, another point that I was thinking about when I was trying to gather my headphones here, the last shot. Who had the last shot to beat Golden State?
Kyrie.
Bron will be all right.
Yeah,
he could be all right because he's gonna have. But LeBron's gonna find a way to make his imprint on the game to where like you're not gonna say. Luka and the Lakers won the championship. You're going to say Luka, LeBron, and Luka. LeBron's name is going to be in that conversation. And I think that's what's going to matter to him at this juncture in his career.
I
think that's
I'm going to take your word for it. Because I don't see it. See it. All right, but let's do this, man. Let's go ahead, take a couple calls. Agreed, Laker Nation. Agreed.
Yeah, AD was the
powerhouse. Yeah.
He was a beast.
All right, let's try to keep the calls a little shorter this time around, and then we will get
5 minute time. I got you
out of here. Here we go. Bruce, what up?
What's going on with y'all boys?
How you doing, brother?
6 minutes since he ain't been here yet.
Right. What you got?
What's going on, stupid?
Hey,
it is, dummy.
The Lakers will be hoisting the Lombardi this year, this summer.
The Lombardi.
The Lombardi. You missed that one. Yeah, you missed that one.
That's his running gag.
They are no longer the Los Angeles Lakers. They're the Los Angeles Lucas.
Oh, I like that.
Lucas is.
I like that. That sounds good. That got a nice ring to it. Yeah, for real. But yeah, go ahead, Bruce.
They're talking about you don't think they're gonna work. It ain't look like it last night. It worked pretty well last night. And I remember a few weeks ago, Transformer said this. I'll give him his flowers. He said Luka and LeBron ain't gonna be on the floor as much as everybody thinks.
That's right.
In little spots, he says it's gonna be Luka and
Austin. Austin Reeves.
Yeah. First of all, let me give Austin Reeves his flowers. The kid is really good. He's came a long way. He's playing very, very well. He's playing with confidence. He's gotten better every year.
Yes.
The Lakers literally got a big three that can get you. All three of them will get you 30 and 40. No, well, Luka can get you 60.
Right.
Shit, fuck that. Luka can get you 60. He had a 60-point triple double 3 years ago. Man, it was a beautiful thing, man. How they played with so much passion last night. They played hard. A shout out to what's the center, Jackson Hayes. He played hard last night, man.
Yeah.
He played hard, man.
Yeah.
I got to give him. Hey, Roy played good.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if the Lakers playing like this on all cylinders like this every night, they won't be hoisting the Lombardi.
Well, we also know that there's no team that's going to play like this every night. You know what I'm saying, or even close to it. You know.
Yes, it can be. Yes, it can be. Shit, the Bulls, the Warriors won 73 games one year. So what you talking about?
They didn't win the chip, so they clearly didn't.
They didn't win the chip.
I wanted to go with that. I'm like, but they lost.
Right. Like we can go with the Bulls in 72-10. We go with the Bulls, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, we can go with the Celtics last year. Celtics had a very good record last year.
Hey, the difference between J.J. Redick and Darvin Ham is certain things Darvin Ham would have did and J.J. would have did. J.J. is coaching the hell out this team, man.
He is.
He coaching the hell out this team. As far as can they fit? It's fitting. It fit. You know, Denver been destroying the Lakers the past 10 games. They won 9 in a row against the Lakers. This is like a little hump they got over. Man, listen. With that lineup, they got 2 Hall of Fame. The Lakers got 2 legendary players on their team, and a mixture of young players and defensive studs. Finney Smith playing hard on D, Vanderbilt playing hard on D, Roy playing hard on D, and give J.J. Redick his flowers. The defensive strategy they implemented last night on Jokic. I heard you earlier talking about, Jokic. Y'all keep talking about Jokic and top center all the time. He can't even. No, give the Lakers defense some credit.
But wait, I did though.
No, he did. He did, Brucey.
I made sure I said it. Yeah,
he said the Lakers did that to show that Jokic can be stopped. He can be handled.
But even besides that, I said Transformer had told me before. He pointed out to me, and I have to give credit where it's due, that J.J. Redick is coaching this team better than I expected. He's doing a good job here. Yeah, I gave him his credit. Listen, Bruce, you know I don't have no problem admitting if I was wrong about something. So what? I was wrong. Okay. I'm going to be right a lot more than I'm wrong, but I don't have no problem saying I'm wrong.
Hey, how about Goat James last night? Coach, man, LeBron James is a phenomenon that you will never see ever again. At 40 years old, playing the way he's playing, man, it's a beautiful thing, brother. And the 1-2 combo of the Lakers and Doncic. I would not be surprised if they hoist the Lombardi in June. I really do. And listen, if they playing like this, if Jackson Hayes give me that effort he gave me last night, they will be hoisting the Lombardi in June. It's a beautiful thing that we saw last night. It's like Denver didn't even see what hit them last night.
Gotta be kidding
me. They made Denver look old last night. Let's be real. They did.
Kidding me. Gotta do that 4 times to win a series, brother.
Listen, they showed that they got the firepower now. They didn't have the firepower with AD. AD didn't want it. You know, Luka's gonna go down one of the greatest scorers ever in the game. Clutch. The kid is magical, man. It just, you see that play he made on the baseline, but they grabbed him and he still, man, Luka magic, baby.
Hey, that play that he made on the baseline, I think I've seen that a few times before.
Oh, that behind the back to Goodwin in the corner?
He talking about the fadeaway jumper, like almost behind the glass. I saw that about 40 years ago, but go ahead though.
Not like that.
From another white guy. Go ahead.
He's better than Bird ass. He's better than Bird. I bet that. Yeah, bust Bird ass.
I'm not even gonna let you do this. Go ahead, Bruce. Go ahead. I see what you're trying to do. Go ahead.
You see Baby Goat last night? Brownie, 25, 5 and 5. Baby Goat. Any shot a high percentage last night.
I'm gonna let you live, Bruce, because you know you haven't been here for most of the show. I'm gonna let you live. I ain't even gonna argue with you, brother.
But the Lakers look good. They will be hoisting.
They do.
They will be hoisting the Lombardi in June. The Los Angeles Lakers. That just sounds so good. And hey, and LeBron played pretty well off ball last night. He caught a couple alley hoops off ball. He wasn't moping around. He wasn't standing around. You talk about can they fit? Bruce, you always got to say something negative in a great situation. That's the text you text me at the end of the game last night. But I said, damn, it was a great game, wasn't it, Bruce? He'll go grumpy old man Bruce. Talk about, but can they do it together? You just can't say, yes, it was a great game. You had to look at the negative and the great thing in every goddamn situation, Brucey. God damn, man. Shit, they played great game last night. Just say that. Why they got always got to break down the specifics and the details of what you don't like?
Isn't there like a YouTube channel called like Goat James Kingdom or something like that you could check out, man?
Is it?
There's lots of LeBron channels that will give you what you're looking for, man. You ain't gonna find it here.
So I can't tell goddamn every goddamn night you talking about shit.
But I'm not gonna give you what you're looking for. I can't do it.
Yeah. You secretly got a love affair with LeBron. Oh.
Whoa.
Do you love him?
You know, hate and love are the same thing.
Oh my gosh.
You couldn't wait to get up this morning and talk about the Lakers. Oh, let me get off the phone. Before I get off, how y'all brothers doing? How you been, boo? I ain't seen boo in a long time.
You muted, bro. There you go.
Oh, you muted.
You always telling on my dog, man. Yo, you muted.
That's the timer. Right on time.
How you been, Transformer, man?
I've been good, man. I'm just watching these games. I'm feeling real optimistic about, what we got going forward. Not only just this year, man, just for the future. Man.
No, this year. No, what I seen last night, if they can play like that, it's going to be dangerous. But listen, we say this. Stevenson is not ready for no tank real quick. I missed the first subject. Stevenson, he ain't got no punching power.
So that's not true.
What?
He ain't no punching power like that.
No. He doesn't have Tank's punching power, but he has power. But to your point, no, he's not ready for Tank. Agreed. But we can't say he don't have power. That's not fair. That's not true.
That boy fold the boy up like a pretzel, boy.
Hey, man, y'all boys have a great Sunday, man. And I know Lake of Nations get ready calling. He always follows subliminal shots at me. I be hearing I hope you hear it. Lake of Nations, man. I ain't got no problem with you, brother. I be hearing the little shots you throw at me, brother. I'm a lover. I'm a loving guy.
Oh, you breaking up, man. You breaking up bad, man.
It's all a Lake Nation. It's all love, brother. I want no trouble, brother. For real, I see the little subliminal dish shots you be throwing at me, But I'm gonna be the peaceful man and bow out gracefully, and I want no trouble, bro. On a Sunday morning, brother. Y'all brothers have a great morning. Peace. Hey, Bruce, I will be hitting you later.
No doubt, man. Yeah. Make sure you hit me on that message I sent you, man.
All right, bro.
All right, bet.
All right,
later. Bruce got so much passion, man.
Yeah, man. That's my sandbox right there, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. We'll take a couple more calls before we get up out of here. There we go. Here go Lake Nation. All right, Lake Nation, what's up?
It's my call from this morning. Well, it's still morning. That's what I'm talking about. Man, first of all, let me address this issue. Brucey, I don't take subliminal shots at nobody. If I'm taking a shot at somebody, I call out names. And two, any comments that I've made was towards somebody else that I'm waiting to have this debate with, that he keep ducking the smoke, which I've made it known that every shot I make is toward that individual and not you. So let's get that out the way. All right.
What you got, man?
I have no beef with you, Bruce.
All right, what you got on the topic, bro?
You see how you do, Transformer? See, he always do this.
What you got on the topic, bro? Come on, man. We ain't out here trying to talk about beef and all that, man. We enjoying.
See what he do, man. He'll never let me finish my statement. I think Bruce got beef with me. We might have to talk off the phone, man. I know all your favorite teams is my rivals, but come on, man. I think we need to talk off the phone, man. We need to have a man to man.
Need to have a man to man.
Pause.
I don't know what's going on, man.
Well, how Melo said, man, that boy, you gotta have that one-on-one, boy. You gotta have one-on-one.
Going on.
Oh.
Nah. But
All right, but your timer started.
We do gotta find a center. In this off season. You do need to find another spark plug off the bench. Because we need that sixth man that's just gonna come in and just be like how Jamal Crawford used to be when he come off the bench. Just,
we do have the sixth man though. Yeah, we
got Connect Four.
I mean, no, not to that point. The way I can see JJ rotating the three, that's the answer to the six-man conversation. You're starting the game off with Braun, Luka, and Reeves, right? All three of them dudes can give you combine a game 75 points a game. They can give you 75 points. You rotate that the way one of those guys are on the floor at all times because all three of those guys are capable of getting you 30 to 40 a game. Austin Reeves can give you 40. Huh?
Yeah, I'm not referring to those to them. I know that rotation is working. What I'm saying is having that one guy that like every championship team does. They have that glue guy, that defender. You got your post guy. Of course, you got your stars, and then you have that one piece that just comes off the bench, and his only job, is to keep that spark going to you while you rest your star. And two, that guy you can depend on in case somebody goes down.
Okay.
That piece we don't have. We're overcompensating that by keeping either Braun, Luka, or Austin Reeves on the floor.
Fair.
We overcompensating on that. That's the guy that we're missing. There's not much. Like I said, they was just asking G's question. I didn't get a chance to because we had to move the show. But it's just those little tweaks here and there, and just try to get a couple more role playing guys, and that's it.
I like it.
This off season.
Hey, Bruce, calm down.
My bad, man. My bad.
Yeah,
he's
talking away, man.
God,
I'll be looking up stuff. My bad, man. Go ahead, fellas.
Sound like he got a typewriter and shit.
League.
He kind of fit what we have already. Like if they brought him in, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I know he's talking about the dude from the Pacers. Yeah, the dude from the Pacers. He fits what
he with the Sixers.
Yeah, I thought he signed a contract already.
Yeah, he with the Sixers.
He got moved?
No, he
got signed. He got signed like earlier this year.
Oh, I'm thinking about two different people now.
You talking about the forklift driver?
He's but he kind of fits the same. Let me research that.
Man, LeBron not letting that boy come over there, man. He not letting them come over there so he can put that poster in the locker room.
Like, hey, you remember my Bam, don't you?
Yeah.
Nah, hell no.
Just mad because I dunked on him.
This not the Bronx team, no effing Mo. Look, the topic.
You don't
Luka's
really believe
Lakers.
that, man.
That's what.
You don't believe that.
That's what team it is right now.
You see the question mark, right?
It's Luka's Lakers.
Los Angeles Lucas.
Braun might be like, Braun gonna finish out this contract. He gonna get his farewell tour that he wants, and then he gonna ride off in the sunset and get back in and get back in the front office somewhere or try to own his team in Vegas. He ain't gonna step away from the game fully.
Yeah, he definitely.
This is Luka's Lakers. Look, this is what Ralph Lincoln gonna do. This off season, he gonna sit down. He gonna sit down with him, with Luka. See what pieces he's comfortable with, and he's gonna go get him this off season because last season is a make or break to try. They're gonna roll out the red carpet and kiss his ass and make sure he stays in purple and gold for the next 10 years. So whatever Luka wants, he gonna get. They're gonna trick that man like he's the king of LA.
Absolutely, they're already doing it.
They're not gonna cater to their Bruce. I'm trying to tell you, they're not gonna cater to what LeBron wants. No, LeBron won't. He had his shot. He got one, and didn't get us anymore. So
we'll find out.
They moved. So they moved on. They're like, we ain't going nowhere with this.
That's true.
The only way the Lakers gonna move forward, they have to move Bron or AD. That's the only way. But the only trade pieces that they had that made sense for them to move forward, and that's what they did. But yeah, this is Luka's Lakers.
The Los Angeles Lucas.
This is he got LA in his name. Come on now, Bruce. And I'm gonna say this before I go. The disclaimer, Bruce, is like, yeah, you did start that. You did start that with me because you brought up some situation talking about USC's ducking Notre Dame smoke, and I still haven't found that article that you're referring to.
All right, I'm gonna send it to you. I got you.
The only article that I see that we dropped our spring league. That we're trying to cancel our spring league game. I don't see nothing about them trying not to play.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you. Chill, I got you.
I scoured the internet.
I'm gonna send it. Relax.
I have not seen that whatever the hell, because that would
relax.
Be
I got you.
So you had everybody on here talking about LA players full of soft and all this.
Okay. Damn. Text that man on the side.
You think Wemby gonna return? You think Wemby
not this year?
Not this year.
No. He's out for the season.
I hope he returns, man, because that's what took Chris Bosh. That ended Chris Bosh's career. I hope he. I want to see him. I want to see him return. I hope this is not the end of Wemby.
It's not. No, it shouldn't be.
With that blood clot thing, that's serious. So I hope San Antonio's medical staff, get that kid back out there. His health is number one. Same with Pop. His health is number one. So I think this is, and like San Antonio's in transition right now. So I hope they can get that boy back out there because I'm gonna feel bad for De'Aaron Fox too.
Yeah, that's gonna be bad. But man, we appreciate you. The timer has went off, brother. I even gave you an extra 2 minutes because I love you.
But Lakers are gonna be all right. This offseason, I'm gonna be tuned in this offseason, see what moves we make. I think we're gonna make some noise this year. Like no one's expecting us to win the championship. No one's expecting us to win the championship. I mean, it'd be good if we win the championship, but no one's expecting that. But we can make some noise this playoffs. At least get past the first round. Then we'll see. And then make some key moves this off season. Then next year, go for that. That's what I think. That's the thing, Gino. The path that we taking.
No. That's for sure. But man, we appreciate you, bro. Laker Nation, Laker gang or die. We are here, man. The Los Angeles Lucas, man. Shout out Brucey for that one, bro.
Fans. Too many Lakers fans in this channel, man.
Facts.
Too many. What? Relax.
Somebody else trying to call out. Let me get off. It's all love, Bruce. Appreciate you always having me on your show.
No doubt, man. All love.
I'll keep on supporting you, brother, even though we rival.
I appreciate that. No doubt. Talk to you, man. Good call.
Oh, one thing I want to say to y'all three, much respect. I know all you guys serve in the military, so much respect for y'all.
Appreciate it.
I know y'all got to take your weekends and serve our country. I got a lot of respect for y'all. Appreciate, love what y'all do for us.
Absolutely, no doubt, bro. Man. We appreciate it, man.
These fellas are still out there, man. So yeah, get them that love, man.
That's for all service, man.
No doubt, of course.
All love. But Semper Fi, guys. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, man.
Peace.
I didn't know Laker Nation was a Marine. I don't know.
Luka Angels. Yeah. But go ahead.
Sid Bubba. I said I didn't know Laker Nation was a Marine. I didn't know that.
He was?
Yeah, I saw him say earlier.
You can hear it.
I heard him say earlier in the chat. He said, "When I was in, we couldn't have any stubble." And then there's Sid Bubba.
Yeah,
and then
you
I
can hear
heard
it.
just now he said "Simplify" on the way out. I was like, "Wait, I didn't know that."
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Okay. Oh, the Department of the Navy looks like we running stuff.
Oh, hey, y'all ain't.
What?
You know what, Sid Bubba?
My boy.
You know what, Sid Bubba? I don't have anything to say until December. So carry on. Carry on.
Boy, look at my boy Laker Nation. Boy, he got that no shade shit, some BDU, and a Laker jersey with the 77 stuck on there.
Me and G had the mean no shaving profiles in AIT.
Day one, yo. Day
Looking
one.
Crazy.
Day one. Some shit just didn't age well, huh?
No.
Something. Remember the one said, "Oh, hey Bruce, you remember that shit? We went to get the no shaving profile. He's like, oh, you want that skin like Diddy, huh? That shit didn't age well at all, did it, bro? That shit did
that was
not
bad.
age well.
That was bad.
Yeah, but they've been in the G City before when I was stationed in Annapolis.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to the first strip club I ever went to, turned 21, was in Baltimore City.
Damn.
With the Normas?
Yeah. Huh?
You remember the name of it?
Volcanoes.
That joint might not even be open no more.
Yeah, it might not be open, but this lady named Miss Deja from B-More.
Deja Cinnamon hooked you up?
I was about to say, look, Sid Bubba had an experience. He remembered the name.
Wait a minute. Hey, never forget that. Matter of fact, I got flipped over. The stripper did one of those the Lucha Libre moves on me, flipped me over, took my pants off. And, you know,
okay, we are not on the Patreon. We need the Patreon for that, bro. We need the Patreon.
Yeah, you got chill. There might be kids listening. You got chill.
Yeah, but
Sid Bubba, you wild, man. You a wild dude.
Yo.
Oh my goodness.
Yo. But to get back on the topic, but you know,
Festival of Ups.
Bruce, I was like you. It took Transformer and Laker Nation to kind of convince me of the trade. Otherwise, I just didn't like it.
Right.
Because they were playing well.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why are you just going to change it?
Mm-hmm.
And, they had to convince me. They said, oh, it's going to be all right. And I seen the move more as a future move.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I would see it as Luka's team.
Okay.
The expectation level, I didn't have high expectation level. So they doing better than expected to me.
Okay.
Because I saw this more as a future move. And to me, that's why I think it's going to work out. And I did my analysis. Like you were saying, Bruce, pretty much both guys were ball dominant.
Right.
I had concerns with the defense when AD was gone. If they had to go against fast-paced teams, how would they react? Let's just say against OKC. Those faster, young legs, young guns teams like Utah and those guys.
Right.
They can get exploited on the pick and roll. So those were my concerns. But then I figured how it could work. And to piggyback off what Transformer said earlier, as far as load management, then the way they ran those defensive schemes, and then they adjusted their play style. And one thing, Bruce, you talked about, can LeBron play without the ball for 22 years? But I don't think he never had a point guard like Luka that he didn't have to. Yeah, he don't have to. He don't have to have the ball with a guy like Luka, though.
But he didn't have to have the ball with a guy like Kyrie, but he had to have it. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what? But Kyrie was the better off-ball player. And LeBron was better as a creator. So LeBron would let Kyrie really do his thing. To me, it worked out for him because he could, like, Kyrie could like shoulder the load. You got to remember, Kyrie made the winning shot against Golden State.
Of course, I remember.
Yeah,
Who doesn't?
So I'm just saying they can work. But now LeBron got to be that guy.
Well, we'll see. I don't believe it. Transformer got it right. He got it figured out that these guys, you're going to have to play them as minimal minutes together as you can while still having success. That's the key.
Right. And that is the key. Well, another key on that is you keep one guy fresh. You don't keep LeBron older. You can keep him fresh for running late down the stretch.
Right.
But I who knows? Let's kind of go back to the boxing analogy. Except that this time the Lakers, the plumbers, we might knock somebody out and go out like Rocky.
Right.
Yeah. I'm trying to be quiet. I'm gonna stay quiet over here. I'm gonna stay quiet.
Please do. Please do.
I'm just saying, Bruce, it possibly can happen.
Listen, I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying it was always my thought that it was unlikely, and I don't believe it's gonna work. They're just gonna have to show me. If they show me, I got no problem. I'll come right here and say I was wrong.
I know you know, but but see, sometimes I gotta watch you. Kind of real slick, Bruce. You throw them what I call them Notre Dame slugs in.
Oh, here we go.
Well,
wow.
JJ Redick has a great coaching staff. Next thing I know, guess who else got a great coaching staff from Notre Dame?
Actually, that's more a running gag now because G said I bring Notre Dame into every show, so I do it on purpose.
Yeah, I know. But today, I guess I'm finna get ready to head to church and get that purple and that gold and get on to the 16th chapel.
Yeah, get on to the 16th chapel.
Oh my goodness!
All right, fellas, I'm out.
All right, brother.
I'll be, I'm make sure, I have to stay away from some of them old shady women that be hanging out at the inner harbor out in your city. So,
I was looking up volcanoes, man. They closed that place down, man.
Back in '86.
I'm glad you made it out of there, bro. Like, I really am, man. I'm glad you made it out of there, man.
I had the best time of my life out there.
It is, yo.
Best time ever. All them pretty light-eyed girls who talk like
all right, Patrick, Patreon. We ain't on the Patreon. We on YouTube. And they say for the Patreon.
Let's keep that clean. Yeah.
Bunch of bad yellows in there.
Keep it PG. All right, brothers, I salute you. Guess what? Hey, when you get out, Transformer, get your 10 to 30% for no shaving, man. That's a skin disorder.
Pseudofolliculitis barbae. That's an easy one.
Looking to be at 100 before I even say bye-bye.
There you go. That's it.
Well, I got a couple. I got another one if you needed that shit, man. I got two 100.
Damn.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta talk to you, man.
Man, we definitely gotta have that.
You can only get paid for one 100, but yeah, we're gonna talk.
Actually, yeah. All right, brothers, y'all have a blessed one.
All right, brother. You
Absolutely,
have a good one,
man. You too, man.
Cool. Appreciate you.
Beat Army.
All right.
290 days, bro. You got about 290 days.
So we're gonna leave the show right there, y'all. Just short of 3 hours. That's a long one. Didn't expect it to go that long, but thank you for racing home to get on here with us, Transformer. We appreciate it. Always had to get that Laker perspective. Thank you for everybody who called. Thank you for everybody who was in the chat active. Do me a favor, y'all. Make sure on the way out, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button, and also share the show. Share the show.
Share it.
We love y'all, man. But we want to get some more, continue to get some more new blood into the chat, y'all. So share the show. Let people know, man. But we're gonna leave it right there. Thanks so much for coming today. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a great day, and we out. Peace.
3 hours.